The GMA NCAA All-Star Basketball Game is back! At pinagbibidahan ito ng NCAA Season 98 standouts, kapuso artists at Philippine basketball legends.
Yun pa rin.
Nakita mo yung no-look pass na yun. Papunta kay Renz Noco.
Pero bago nagsimula ang game nitong Sabado, October 15, ay kinulit muna natin sila.
Mga puso, samahan niyo ako. Nandito ako sa dugout ng Team Saints. Tanong natin kung paano sila nag-prepare for today. Louis Anggalang of Team Saints. Louis, anong pakiramdam coming to this game? Siyempre, iba naman yung treatment natin dito. Pati mga artista kalaban natin. Anong pakiramdam?
Siyempre, excited po kasi kasama nga po, may mga celebrity, may mga PBA legends. Kaya excited po.
Excited ka sa lagay na yan?
Oo.
Ano message mo sa kalaban?
Good luck.
Para kanina yung laro na to.
Siyempre sa Team Saints.
Mga kapuso, Team Saints. Para sa akin pala, uy, huwag ganun. Talkers, anong treatment natin sa laro na to?
Basta pag libre, tira, gano'n.
Grabe yung kumpiyansa ni Kers. Sir, ano po yung mindset natin coming into this game? Given na last year MVP kayo.
Yun nga, siguro just enjoy the game, not really pressured to win another MVP. Sabaga today is more for the fans and for them to see a very unique game between mga Kapuso stars, NCAA players, and PBA legends.
Ano po yung expectations natin na pag kayo naman yun nasa loob?
Well, sana magkasabay ko rin yung mga legends sa kabila para hindi kami baka masyado kaming mabilis para sa kanila eh. Dahan-dahan lang kami.
Paano po kayo nag-prepare sa laro natin?
Actually, nag-ensayo kami nila Willie, naglaro pa kami para dito sa All-Star na to eh.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro na to?
Lalakasan ko po yung palakpak ko ngayon para sa mga matutulin natin mga bata.
So ano naman po yung naging preparation nyo?
Kumain ako ng 2 rice ngayon para medyo... Hindi, ano lang, siyempre.
Naglaro tayo dahil sinabi ko naglaro tayo para dito eh.
Saka mo na. Naglaro pala kami, mali. Kumain ako kanin kanina pero naglaro kami na maayos. Preparasyon talaga. Tatakbo ko eh. Balo ko kasi mag-hesitation tapos medyo yung speed ko, tinulin ako na onte.
Mga puso, dito tayo sa dugout ng Team Heroes. Samahan niyo ako. From Team Heroes, anong pakiramdam natin sa laro na to?
Alam mo, excited ako eh. Kasi first time ko maglalaro sa ganitong court. Lagi ako sanay sa may amin lang, tapos walang bubong.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo?
Teka. Mga 2.
Mga puso, si Kokoy.
Maswerte na yung 2.
Ano pong pakiramdam coming into this game?
Well, siyempre, lagi naman kinakabahan pero super excited kasi hopefully, siyempre, manalo kami.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro?
Ako, para sa akin, sana malabas ko yung... Kung may 100% ako, sana malabas ko. But ano lang, enjoy the game, have fun.
So, anong expectations natin sa laro na to?
Expect ko na magiging masaya kasi may mga artista, may mga legends, tapos kasama ko na yung mga players. So magiging masaya at competitive to.
Expect ko na sa score ng 40 points si Doromal kasi grabe talaga yan.
Ikaw, expect nila triple-double si Enzo. Triple-double.
So, ano naman yung treatment nyo sa laro na to? Siyempre, dito elims, dito semis, all-star game to na NCAA.
Hindi, seryoso to. Talagang babanatan ko si Franyo talaga.
Pamamaraan yung pagbabana.
Basta makikita na lang niya mamaya.
Sa akin naman, siguro magiging masaya to. Babanatan ko si Jesse Sumoda.
Magkakaroon ng banatan mga kapuso today. Mix Villasis mga kapuso. Nagme-meditate for the game today. Very much prepared. Condition to eh. Mix, ano yung preparation mo for this game?
Kumain lang ako 3 beses sa isang araw.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo today?
Pwede na yung 35 points na.
Hopefully, I could score at least 2 points. At least kasi kinakabahan ako eh. Pero I don't know, let's see.
Bakit ka kinakabahan?
Kabado ako. Kasi parang ayoko kasing makita na tatalo yung kalaban. Joke lang.
Sir, ano po yung preparation nyo for today?
Importante naman dito is let's have fun for today, walang ma-injured at saka this is for the fans, no? Talagang ma-showcase yung mga talents ng mga players ngayon. Kami supporting role lang kami dito.
Message po sa mga kapuso.
Maraming salamat sa na-invite ako dito and thank you very much din sa support nyo sa Philippine basketball dito sa NCAA. Mabuhay kayo.
Matapos ang kulitan, umarangkada na ang laban. Nanalo ang Team Heroes sa score na 98-95.
And Team Heroes will walk away with the victory.
Ito ay sa pangunguna ni Nat Coseo na pumuntos ng 16 at may 7 rebounds, kaya naman siya ang hinirang na All-Star MVP. Celebrity MVP naman si Rahil Birria. At ang isa pang amazing, nalaman natin na wala pa ring kupas si Alan kay Dick. Meron siyang 3 3-pointers at may total na 14 points and 6 assists. Notable din si Willie Miller na nag-ambag naman ng 12 points para sa Team Saints. Talaga namang sobrang entertaining and competitive ang laban, tulad ng ating inaasahan.
Doon po nagtatapos mga kapuso ang pangungulit natin sa ating mga players, artists, and legends for Season 98's All-Star Game. Abangan niyo po yung laro natin. My name is Bailey Sakot. Magbabalik.
Monhe with the finish. Letran takes the lead back. Oh, what a move by Rayson. Rayson, pinagulong pa yung bola. Olivario mula sa labas. Squad.
Hi, I'm Tommy Olivario, 25 years old, from Letran Knights. Ang course ko ay Marketing Management. I'm from Makati City. Nagsimula ako maglaro ng basketball nung 9 years old ako. Dahil napapanood ko yung tatay ko dati nung bata pa ako, kaya nagustuhan ko yung basketball.
Hi, I'm Kobe Monhe, 22 years old, from Letran Knights. Ang kursong kinukuha ko ngayon ay Marketing Management. Ako ay taga Kamiling Tarlac. Nagsimula ako maglaro ng basketball nung 8 years old ako at tinuruan ako ng papa ko.
Hi, I'm Kurt Rayson, 24 years old, from Letran Knights. Ang kursong kinukuha ko ngayon ay Marketing Management. I'm from Davao Occidental. Nagsimula ako maglaro ng basketball nung 10 years old ako kasi kaibigan din ng parents ko.
Nickname Tommy. Height 5'9". Ang weight ko ay 70 kilograms. Ang size ng sapatos ko ay 12. Ang paborito kong pagkain ay adobo. Ang paborito kong kulay ay black. Ang paborito kong singer ay si Ras. Paborito kong movie ay Coach Carter. Crush ko si Bea Alonso kasi sobrang simple niya at sobrang ganda. Motto in life, believe in yourself.
Ang nickname ko ay Kobe. Ang height ko ay 6'4". Ang weight ko ay 190 pounds. Ang shoe size ko ay 13. Ang paborito kong pagkain ay tinola. Ang paborito kong kulay ay blue. Ang paborito kong singer ay si Bruno Mars. Ang favorite movie ko ay Fast and the Furious 7. Ang motto ko ay walang ibang tutulong sa'yo kundi ang sarili mo.
Nickname ko Kurt, height 5'9", weight 73 kilo. Shoe size 10.5. Favorite food, tortang talong. Favorite color, black. Ang favorite singer ko si Wiz Khalifa. Favorite movie ko is Hustle, Bo Cruz. Motto in life, time is gold.
Sa team ko, ako ang pinakamabait.
Sa team ko, ako yung pinaka-tahimik.
Sa team ko, ako ang pinaka-shooter.
Sa umaga, ang una kong tinitignan ay ang aking cellphone.
Sa umaga, ang una kong tinitignan ay aking cellphone. Tinitignan ko kung anong oras na. Baka malito ako sa practice.
Sa umaga, yung una kong tinitingnan ay aking cellphone. Tinitingnan ko yung oras.
Kung may papalitan ako sa parte ng katawan ko, siguro yung ilong ko. Kasi masyado malaki.
Kung may papalitan ako sa part ng katawan ko, siguro wala. Kasi kontento na ako sa binigay ni Lord.
Pag may papalitan ako sa aking katawan, yun ang aking tiyan. Kasi bilbil na.
Takot ako sa girlfriend ko. Kasi ayoko siyang nagagalit.
Takot ako sa girlfriend ko. Wala, takot lang ako.
Takot ako sa ahas.
Pag may exam, pag di ako nakapag-aral, nanonood ako ng movie para ma-relax ako.
Pag may exam, pag hindi ako napag-aral, ang ginagawa ko ay manood sa YouTube kung ano yung topic ng subject ko.
Pag may exam, di ako nakapag-aral, ginagawa ko lang ay mag-review.
Pag may naka-block sa akin, ito yung reaction ko.
Pag may nakaka-block sa akin, ito ang reaction ko.
Pag may naka-block sa akin, ito ang reaction ko.
Pag naka-block ako, ito yung reaction ko.
Pag ako naman ang naka-block, wala lang, ganito lang.
Pag ako naman naka-block, ito lang ang reaction ko.
panibagong linggo ng bakbakan sa The Week in Review. At Hardcourt Heartthrobs mula sa Letran Knights, kilalanin Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, mga kapuso. Welcome to your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This is Game On! There you go. My name is Martin Javier and we're back here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. Thank you so much, mga kapuso, for catching all of this episode, this edition of the show on your television screens. Nandiyan tayo sa GTV, online, everywhere, YouTube, Facebook. Nandiyan tayo NCAA Philippines, and of course, on Twitter and Facebook as well. Find us at GMA Sports PH. Martin Javier, and today, working alongside a guy that's gonna be working until later, until maybe 5:30 or 6 p.m. Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure, Anton Rojas.
I was wondering what you were going to say after the guy because you kind of paused. So I thought there was going to be a different intro today. But Martin,
we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get
Depends
there.
on what's happening, right?
Okay,
Depends on what's happening.
That's
yeah.
right.
Hello sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, lahat ng ating mga kapusong nakatutok sa Game On. It's a brand new day. We're approaching the weekend and we only have one game today and it should be a good one. We have the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights, the defending back-to-back champions, who quietly, sasabihin ko to, quietly, naka 4-game winning streak na pala.
Yep.
This has got to be the most under-the-radar winning streak I have ever experienced in covering the NCAA in recent memory. Kasi, di ba, Letran 3-3, and then biglang bumalik si Brent, bumalik si Louie, all of a sudden, naka-4 na sunod na panalo na pala.
It went under the radar because of the issues that they had within the team. And of course, meron siyempre may mga Benil Blazers, LPU Pirates na talagang yun yung na-highlight dito sa Season 98. But the defending champions, yung sabi ni Anton, under the radar, they're just right there. And they're still a very, very good team.
Sa lahat ng mga Letranista, sorry, dahil we'll put the spotlight back on you guys. Yep. That's what happens when winning happens, di ba? Natututukan namin kayo, nabibigyan namin kayo ng pansin, but yun nga, nobody expected this na parang, teka muna. They're back in the picture. They're back in the mix because Renza Bando obviously napakalaking kawalan and then things were shaky, 3-3, na-suspend yung dalawa. But now things are back to normal and like I said, they're right where they should be within striking distance of attaining their goal.
And I'll just add, Anton, the quality of the wins that they had in recent games, convincing wins Yung talagang eto na kami, you know, we're a very good team. We're here to contend for the championship again. But speaking of winning, Arellano started the season great.
Yeah.
3-1. But right now, they're off to a shaky
Back-to-back
part
losses.
of the season. Back-to-back losses. They're up to 5 losses right now. They're 4-5. But they're still in the mix, Anton. Importante to, equally as important for them to come up with the win today against the defending champs.
Yeah, they're starting their second round campaign today and you know, this is the first time we're doing this since season 95 na meron tayong second round. So ito na yung pagkakataon na ma-maximize nila yung second half of the season and if they can do what they did nung nagsimula yung season, itong Arellano University Chiefs, then they have a good chance of making it to the Final Four. The thing is, the advantage that Coach Cholo Martin's team had sa simula ng ating torneo was hindi pa masyadong kilala yung kanyang mga players, yung mga lineups niya. So now you know kung sino ang mga gumagawa. You know Shane Menina is a veteran point guard. You know Axel Doromal is a baller who, by the way, surprised me and surprised a lot of people, I'm sure, na naging #1 scorer siya sa dulo ng ating first round. And of course, Cade Flores na go hard lagi, part of the all-star team. So, alam na nila na itong tatlong to, gumagawa. So it's up to the other guys, yung mga Joshua Bastillas, to contribute to their team.
Which I know they're listening right now. Nasa likod, no? So may dugout nila, nandyan sa San Juan. Pero yan po ang Arellano Chiefs for sure. They're gonna be marked men here in the second round of the season. Pero yan po yung laro natin mamaya. Arellano, Letran. Marami na tayong naganap na laro in this week of basketball. Officially the first week ng ating second round of competition dito sa NCAA Season 98. Balikan natin yung mga larong yan with the week in review.
Mga kapuso, oras na naman para balikan ang mga maaksyong kaganapan nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. Noong Biyernes, tinalo ng San Sebastian ng EAC 78-61. Nanguna para sa Golden Stags si Alex De Soyo na gumawa ng 11 puntos.
Para magkukulat yung mga points na kalaban. De Soyo drains the 3-point shot.
Sa Sabado naman, ginanap ang ikalawang GMA NCAA All-Star Game kung saan nagtagumpay ang Heroes kontra sa Saints 98-95. Hinirang bilang MVP ang EAC power forward na si Nat Cosejo na gumawa ng game-high 16 points. Si Rahil Birian naman ang nakakuha ng Celebrity MVP trophy dahil sa kanyang 12 puntos sa loob lamang ng 9 na minuto.
Itong kalaban niya. Here's the love. Biria underneath again.
Look at the way he positions himself. Di natakot.
Nagsimula naman ang second round nung linggo and it was a day of upsets. Mapua defeated LPU 62-59. While EAC finally earned its first victory of the tournament by defeating no less than the league-leading Benil Blazers 80-75. Nat Cosejo continued to have a weekend to remember as he fired in 24 points for the Generals.
How about this guy? Nat Cosejo. Yung push shot na yan. Gumagana para kay Nat.
On Tuesday, the three-peat-seeking Letran Knights demolished the Perpetual Altas 74-59 behind the combined 26 points of Brent Paraiso and Louis Sangalang.
For a foul play, he pursues Franyu to Louis, and Sangalang converts. Brent Paraiso was aggressive right from the get-go.
At nung Miyerkules naman, dinomina ng Benil Blazers ang Mapua Cardinals 85-72 sa pangunguna ni Will Gozum na gumawa ng career-high 25 points.
Gozum wants it underneath. Gozum gets it. Will Gozum with a big-time basket.
Pinatumba naman ng LPU ang EAC 79-73 sa sumunod na laro. Bumida para sa mga pirata si Macleod Guadagna na nagbigay ng 19 na puntos para makuha ang kanilang ikawalong panalo sa torneo.
They swing it to the left side. Guadagna for 3. And Guadagna drops it in.
Ayan po mga kapuso, tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo sapagkat nagsimula na ang aksyon sa second round. Let's do this again next week, but until then, always remember, achieve greatness every day.
And that was one of the longest weeks in the NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball Tournament. Pinag-uusapan namin ni Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure yan dito, Anton. What a week! I feel like it's 2 weeks in one.
I don't know why pero siguro kasi ang dami nangyari. There were also some games that were postponed. So, sometimes you have to wait for these things to happen, wait for things to unfold. Pero yun nga, looking back, there were a lot of crucial games, a lot of surprises. There was that day of upsets. Yung unang araw ng second round, di ba? Yung mga yung nanalo yung Mapua, nanalo yung EEC, di ba? Beating the Benil Blazers. So that just goes to show that even though we're in the second round and a lot happened in the first, there's still a lot more surprises to look forward to this season.
We were blessed with a good all-star game. By the way, pinakita natin doon. It was Team Heroes taking the win. And then the day after, nanalo. Sabi ni Anton, Mapua and EAC kontra sa Benil Blazers. Yung MVP natin doon Nat Cosejo, Pagdating
Uy,
ng
naka
Sunday,
26 points,
26 points. Hanggang this week eh. Tuloy-tuloy eh. Naglalagab-lab yung mga kamay ni Nat Coseo. So we are expecting that kind of performance. At syempre, iaangat natin ang kompetisyon dito sa second round natin ng basketball. Okay, susunod po. Mamaya-maya after a short break, we will get to meet and get to know a little bit more about some hardcourt heartthrobs. Mula naman to sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Yan po ay ating sa ating pagbabalik dito sa Game On!
The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcourt heroes are here. This is your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon on GTV. Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time.
Welcome back to the show. You guys are still watching your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This is Game On, so inside the Fit Oil Eco Center in San Juan City, our venue of the men's basketball tournament. Martin Javier alongside Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure, Anton Rojas. Anton, susunod natin dito, mga hardcourt heartthrobs mula sa defending champions natin. Alam natin yung ginagawa nila sa court, pero off the court, sino kaya sila?
Kasi hindi ko nagustuhan yung style ng mga LPU players. Feeling ko hindi gumagana yun eh. Yung mga pick-up lines nila.
Hindi ba?
I don't think those are gonna work. Pero I'm interested to see kung ano yung diskarte ng mga Letranista. Balita ko, mababagsik yung mga Letranista pagdating sa mga, yung mga galawan.
Siyempre, taga-LPU Intramuros yun. Letran, nasa Intramuros din.
Ibang style naman. Ibang style yun.
Wow, isa may muralya naman tong Letran. Sige, silipin natin ano kayong style. At syempre, let's get to know more about these players from Colegio de San Juan de Letran, our hardcourt heartthrobs.
Guwaping at malakas ang dating, hindi lang sa hardcourt mapapansin. Baka ikaw ay ma-in-love. Ito ang NCAA heartthrobs.
I'm Kyle Dominic Tolentino, shooting guard from the Letran Knights. I'm 21 years old.
Hi, ako si Neil Guarino from the Letran Knights.
Tanong ko sa'yo, Kyle, ano ang style mo pagdating sa panliligaw? Sabi, hindi ako nagsabi nito, nakalagay dito. Kunyari daw ako, yung nililigawan mo, pahingin naman daw ng pasample kung paano manligaw ang isang Kyle Tolentino.
Siguro una kong liligawan yung parents kasi...
Lang yung, Mami, sorry. Sabi kasi sample, wala yung mami ko dito. Okay, sige, ano pa?
Yun lang, siguro magbibigay ng time always. Tsaka, ayun nga, yung sa family, talaga lalapit ako sa family.
Very family-oriented talaga itong si Kyle. Ito naman, ano yung style mo naman pagdating sa panliligaw?
Ano lang, lagi
Bukod sa pambobola.
ko lang siyang sinasamahan, ganyan. Pagka free time ko, na I make time for her.
So talagang priorities. Kumbaga, sinushow mo sa kanya, isa rin siya sa mga priorities mo. Wow, okay, I love that. Anong mas gusto mong pet? Pusa or aso? Kasi ako, aso talaga. Kasi may phobia ako sa cat. Hindi mo naman tinatanong pero shinare ko lang. Ikaw?
Ako aso din kasi yung nanay ko may phobia din sa pusa eh. Kaya aso na lang.
Alam nyo na, close sa family. Parehas kami ni Mami. Tapos, parehas kami ng pet. Alam nyo na, close kami ni Mami. Ni Mami, hindi siya.
Pusa.
Why? Bakit pusa, hindi aso?
Kasi para sa akin mga pusa, sila eh, low maintenance eh. Hayaan mo lang, pakainin mo lang, hindi mo na kailangan ipag-groom, ganyan.
Hindi ganun ka needy and clingy, no? Okay, so pusa. Okay, next. What makes a person for you beautiful or handsome, Kyle?
Siguro yung simplicity ng isang tao, yun yung para sa akin, yun yung nagdadala sa pagiging maganda niya.
Mga basketball player talaga, ang galing mambola. Yung mga ganyang linya, sincerity. Wag ako. Joke.
Yung personality niya, tsaka kung paano niya dalhin yung sarili niya.
So, hindi daw necessary na parang physically maganda or gwapo, di ba? Ano ang hinahanap ni Kyle Tolentino sa isang babae? Parang natanong ko na to kanina, pero sige, baka aside from being family-oriented, physical naman, oh. Meron ba?
Siguro yung, maputi, tisay, tsaka matalino.
Tisay? Okay. Feeling nga.
Siguro yung halos kaparehas ko na personality, yung tahimik, ganyan, ma-shy. Pero pagka kinausap mo, makulit pala, ganun.
Parang girl version mo, no? Diba? Importante yun, no? Parang soulmates mo ba? Yung ikaw na ikaw rin. Wow, advisor. How do you say I love you without saying I love you?
Siguro yung yung pagbibigay mo ng time and effort sa isang tao, dun mo mapapakita na mahal mo yung isang tao.
Sarap naman pala daw magmahal ng isang letranistang Kyle Tolentino.
Kapag pinagsisilbihan ko siya, ganyan, acts of service, ganyan, dadala ko siya ng pagkain, ganyan, pahinga kami. Then, mga acts of service lang, kahit simple lang, basta pakita ko sa kanya na I care for her.
Ramdam na ramdam ko na may pagiging caring nitong si Neil. Good game, spectacular moves, and good looks. Sila ang NCAA Heartthrobs.
Thank you so much. Yan po ang ating hardcore heartthrobs mula sa Letran Knights, si Kyle Tolentino at saka si Neil Guarino. Alam mo, napapansin ko lang parang ito, recently, parang napapadalas yung na-assign si Ann sa mga ganyang features. Nakita ko to nung All-Star Game eh. Sabi ko, iba na yung way of interviewing ni Anna. Tapos ngayon, hardcore heartthrobs and the line of questioning. Iba yung, ibang Ann to, iba yung nakikita natin na Ann dito. Hindi to yung lawyer to be Ann. Di ba?
Nagpa-volunteer kaya tong si Ann para siya yung magtanong. Pero ito kung nanonood man si Ann ngayon, napansin namin ni Martz na, yun nga, nung ini-interview mo si Kyle, ano ba sinabi ni Kyle? Maputi.
Ideal girl. Yun.
Matalino. Parang napapaisip si Ann. Parang,
ako to Oo, sabi niya, ako to
Kinikilig eh.
Now,
yes.
Ann. Pwede ka in the future days, maybe this weekend, pwede mo linawin sa amin yan dito kasi syempre, kailangan natin ng clarification kung naisip mo ba na ikaw yung sinasabi ni Kyle. Hindi, biro lang. /biro/hindi. Sabihin mo dito. Okay, go bro.
Uy, baka may girlfriend si Kyle.
Oo nga eh. Biro lang eh. Kung meron, joke lang. Okay.
Now, how to say I love you without saying I love you?
Yeah.
Sinabi ni Guarino na, di ba, papadala ng pagkain. Yun, gumagana yun. Teka, parang napaisip ka, Martz, Hindi ba gumagana sa'yo?
Naalala ko, hindi gumagana sa akin, pero naalala ko, kaya sinabi mo at bringing up mo, may naalala kong sinabi mo sa akin dati. Na experience mo kung bakit siya gumana. Yun lang naman. Lalagay ko na doon.
Yung bulaklak kasi sa akin hindi gumagana eh. Pero yung pagkain gumagana.
Okay. Ano mga pagkain ba ang pwede mong dalhin na talagang sure ka na, pag dinala mo yan, pag nakita niya, he loves me. Magaganon siya.
Depende, kasi kailangan mo kilalanin. Diba? Para malaman mo kung ano ba yung hilig niya.
Okay.
And then, that really touches her heart. When you know what she likes, and, you take note of that, and then you surprise her with those things. Teka, parang hindi na ata laro yung pinag-uusapan natin, Martin.
Wait lang. Namilihin sa'yo. Pero napansin ko lang, the way he shared it, galing talaga sa puso. Parang fresh pa. No? Tansya niyo.
Siyempre kailangan fresh yung mga pinapadala mo, di ba?
Tama. Hindi, yung experience mo fresh pa. What?
You know, we're always on the move, brother.
That's true. Thank you so much for being so candid. Okay.
And we have to ask the other people like Ann to be more candid here on the show.
That's true.
Yeah, that's also the meaning of game on.
Being game.
Yeah.
And being always on. Okay. Okay. Winawarm up ko lang po si Anton. Kasi yung second game natin, nabanggit na natin, Arellano, Letran, siya po mag-cover niyan. So mamaya po, hindi nalalabas yung mga pick-up lines, yung mga love advice. Pwede rin, kasi kasama niya. Sino pa kasama mo? Sige, ikaw na mag-reveal, brother.
Okay, so earlier, okay, let's see what he's doing. Parang malalim yung iniisip, Marts. Parang problemado. Oh, yun naman pala. Oh! Sino na tinuturo niya?
Alam mo, recently, sino tinuturo niya? Si Coach Hammer ba?
I hope it's not me. I hope he's not telling me na get up here. It's time to work. Parang ganun eh.
Alam mo kay Coach Topex recently? Napapansin ko parang medyo bad trip siya lagi, no? Coach!
Hindi naman. He's just serious. I think he's... Ano mo, may pagka Mr. Pure Business din yan eh.
Correct.
Coach Topex Robinson.
Yes. Tama. Okay, brother, good luck. For sure, it's gonna be a fun coverage.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
There you go, Mr. Anton Rojas, pure business and pleasure alongside Coach Topex Robinson. Taking care of business dyan po sa laban ng Arellano kontra Letran. Coming up next, by the way, dito po sa GTV. Pero mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyo pagtutok in your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This has been Game On! Hello NCAA fans at mga kapuso, kasama natin ngayon NCAA Season 93 MVP from the Mapua Cardinals. Played for Mapua, they were very competitive before. We got here Mr. Kelvin de la Peña, fresh from Canada. What's up, bro?
Hi, how's it going? It's good to be back.
How long has it been since you last watched a Mapua
The long
game?
has been, I believe actually you said 93, but I think it's just 81, 83 is my MVP. I'm not quite
83.
sure. That's how old I am.
Okay, just for context, we're at season 98 of the NCAA.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most about the NCAA?
I think what I miss the most is the physicality of the game in the Philippines. You know, when I retired, naglalaro na ako sa Canada here and there. Medyo, you know, you play for fun, diba? Obviously, you play for fun. But I think I miss the physicality and the play, the speed and the pace. And then you add the drums. You know, you add the drums and you add the cheerleading. So, yung atmosphere niya talaga is a whole different level.
What's an NCAA moment that you won't ever forget?
I think playing against Letran.
Ooh. Battle of Indra yun.
Battle of Indra. I think that's what I miss the most. Pagtapos ng game, makikita mo, after the game, maglalakad-lakad sa Intramuros, you know. So
that rivalry was renewed this year alone because season 97 they met in the finals. Where are you watching that though? I imagine you watching and jumping around.
I was watching at home, man. I was watching at home with my dad. Letran is they always have that extra chip in their shoulder.
Yeah.
Right? So I think na we're there, pero kulang pa, may just one more extra. So I was cheering at home. Cheering for my red and yellow, but sayang.
Ano naman yung kaibahan in terms of how college or NCAA basketball was played from your time to what you just saw?
To be honest, yung generation ngayon, I'm in awe. You know, I'm so impressed. You know, I have nothing bad to say, right? Our time was different. You know, when I played, our time was different. You know, especially sa Mapua, yung mga students, kailangan mo talagang to attend school eh.
Right.
Or you attend school, yung mga parents doon, it's like, you gotta attend school. Mapua is a hard school.
Yeah.
Right?
Engineering,
right? You know,
yeah.
IT, it's so hard.
Okay, you're now coaching.
Right.
In Canada right now because after your some seasons in the professional league here in the Philippines, you went back to Canada and you started a new life there, and now you're inspiring a lot of kids to pursue basketball. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
I tried to work sa 9 to 5. I tried to work, you know, wake up in the...
Welcome back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center dito sa dakilang lungsod ng San Juan for another Friday edition of your NCAA Season 98 na napapanood ng live sa GTV and all over the world via GMA Pinoy TV at sa GMA News TV International. We are also telling everybody and reminding everybody to do check out the game sa NCAA Philippines on YouTube and on Facebook as well. We only have one game for today and it should be an exciting one. These two teams will be facing off as they begin their 10th game respectively for this season. Ang Arellano University Chiefs naharap naman sa defending back-to-back champions ng Liga, ang Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights, who have quietly put out a 4-game winning streak. This is our lone matchup on this Friday before we head over to the weekend. Again, maraming salamat sa lahat ng ating mga kapusong nanonood sa NCAA Philippines. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Very accessible at para sa lahat ng mga balita, do follow gmasports.ph on Facebook and on Twitter as well para sa mga balitang sports, hindi lamang sa NCAA kundi sa iba't ibang liga sa mundo. Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok ngayon. I am Anton Ross, working alongside former NCAA player and coach, the one and only Coach Topex Robinson.
Good afternoon, Anton, and welcome to another college basketball action here in NCAA.
And it should be a very good one, Coach Topex. We have Arellano University trying to bounce back after losing back-to-back games. Eto namang Letran quietly stringing up 4 straight wins.
Solid numbers that ito pinag-usapan natin ng Letran. Let's go back again. Ito yung payback.
Yep.
Kumbaga, ito yung opportunity na ngayon for Letran to really get back at Arellano. But ito namang Arellano trying to get into that winning column again or winning pace para sa kanilang opponent.
It's great that you mentioned that, and we're going to talk about the first round meeting between these two teams in a bit, but let's introduce our courtside reporters. Christine San Agustin will be reporting for Coach Shola Martin's Arellano Chiefs, and on the other side, Stephanie Benito naman ang makakasama natin. She will be reporting for the team of Coach Bonitan. It's great to see you girls. Great to have you guys back working here in the NCAA, and we will get back to you in a bit. Coach Topex, let's take a look at the team standings para malaman kung saan ba nakapwesto itong Arellano at ang mga Letranista. And as we can see here, may mga ibang pupunan na hindi pa nakompleto yung kanilang first round schedule.
Looking at the standings right now, you mentioned earlier, Anton, that itong Letran Knights quietly moving up the ladder of our team standings. While ito namang Arellano, nandyan lang, nag-aantay lang ng right opportunity, and obviously they're looking for this opportunity to get back on the winning column because medyo matagal nakapaglaro itong Arellano where they were supposed to play San Beda, but eto nga, Letran na ang kanilang kaharap sa ating game ngayon.
And I'm just gonna correct myself, yung Letran will be playing their 11th game already because nagsimula na pala yung kanilang second round campaign beating Perpetual in their last game, and we're gonna talk about that game in a bit. Pero pag-usapan muna natin itong first round meeting ng Letran at Arellano. This was important because this was just the second game of the Letran Knights at ginulat ng Arellano ang buong NCAA sapagkat tinalo nila itong back-to-back champions.
Arellano riding off their opening game win against EAC coming into this game, Anton. They were performing well. They were trailing by 13 points sa ating third quarter nitong game na to, but they were able to pull up a victory scoring 12 points, outscoring itong Letran Knights 12 points during the fourth quarter. Kaya naman sila ang nakakuha ng pagkakapanalo. Looking at the top performers, Kate Flores, Axel Duromal, solid numbers. Dito naman sa koponan ng Letran, Luis Anggalang, at itong si King Calaripio, this was the first time he really scored in double figures sa kanyang season 98 campaign.
Definitely one of the most improved players dito sa NCAA. Marami yan. You think of Maclot Guadagna, you think of Nat Cosejo, but King Caralipio is definitely one of the players to watch out for when it comes to improvement from the last season to this current season 98. Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin itong Arellano University sa kanilang huling laro. It was another loss. This was a team that started the season 3-1, but it's been shaky ever since. Their most recent defeat came against the LPU Pirates, and it was a heartbreaking loss because the team just lost by 2 points, as you can see right here.
It was supposed to be overtime. Yung ngunit nagmintis nga naman doon si Shane Menina ng kanyang 3. But looking at the numbers here, Anton, I mean, we were talking prior to this game, itong Arellano is really dependent on his starters. And the starters delivered. Why? Because itong mga players niyang si Doromal scoring 21 points, itong si Shane Menina, itong si Flores, at itong si Abastillas combined for 62 points. Ang laking production yun. We were talking about how important the starters are for the Arellano Chiefs.
And I think that's also the reason kung bakit nahirapan yung Letran at yung mga ibang team sa Arellano. Kasi sa simula ng season, hindi pa nila alam kung sino ba yung gagawa dito sa Arellano. Ngayon, markado na si Shane Menina, markado na itong si Axel Doromal, markado na si Kate Flores. Alam na ng mga team sa NCAA kung sino ang gagawa. Arellano is like clockwork. The question is, who among the other players will step up for Coach Cholo?
We were talking about the three main guns for Arellano Chiefs, but one of the players that I'm really excited about is itong si Abastillas. Obviously, the numbers are there. It's obvious that they're really delivering. Axel Doromal now is the #1 leading scorer sa ating NCAA. While ito namang si Kate Flores, scored din in double-double. So, magandang panimula ito para sa koponan ni Coach Cholo Martin.
Kate Flores also one of the candidates for Rookie of the Year dito sa NCAA. It's only him and Allen Liwag who are averaging a double-double in the NCAA so far. Now, I mentioned earlier, Coach Topex, this is the 10th game for Arellano this season. So magsisimula na ang kanilang second round officially. And to get the mindset of the Chiefs, we will hear it now from Christine San Agustin.
The comeback is real for the Arellano Chiefs, and this time they made sure that they are coming back stronger. Kahit pa man galing sa sakit ang ilang miyembro ng koponan, mataas pa rin ang kumpiyansa ng team na makukuha nila muli sa Letran ang panalo katulad nung ginawa nila noong first round. Ang mindset ng koponan, handa sila sa kung anumang pagsubok ang haharapin ng team, lalo pat alam nila nagigil na makuha ang gigil na makabawi ang Letran, pero sigurado din sila na hindi nila ito pagbibigyan. Will this bring a good welcome to the Arellano Chiefs? We'll soon find out. Back to you guys.
Coach Topex, gaano kahirap para sa isang koponan na nanalo sa isang paborito? How do you repeat that in the second round knowing that mag-a-adjust na itong mga Letranista?
I guess you have to still stick to what worked for you and dagdagan mo ng konting surprise party, kumbaga surprise event para naman hindi ka maging predictable. But again, ang key dito for Arellano, if you're gonna ask me, Anton, is they have to keep on playing basketball because there are 10 times na pagka nilamangan na sila, medyo it's hard for them to recover. That wasn't the same Arellano Chiefs during the first few games sa ating first round. So nagkaroon ng konting challenges. Obviously, we're talking about some players that are absent sometimes. I mean, being here but not being here at all. So isang bagay yun na dapat abangan dito sa Arellano kung paano nila nga naman gagawa ng paraan na makabawi or makadalawa against dito sa Letran Knights.
Lalo na itong Letran parang nagising na after starting the season 3-3. 4 straight victories. Ito yung pinaka-recent against Perpetual. This was their first game of the second round, Coach Topex.
Solid numbers coming from Letran Knights. They led all the way from the tip-off. They've really been solid. What I like about Letran right now is, yes, we know that they could really score, but nakakatakot dito para sa ibang koponan. Grabe dumepensa itong mga Letran Knights.
And para sa akin, Coach Topex, you mentioned the defense. Yan, nakikita natin one of the best teams pagdating sa rebounding. Itong koponan ni Coach Bonitan. What makes them scary is that nung nasuspend si Luis Sangalang at si Brent Paraiso, who are two starters, two very important players on this team, na-realize na nila yung mga bagay na pwede nilang gawin at yung mga bagay na hindi nila pwedeng gawin. Nagbagong buhay na si Luis Sangalang, nagbagong buhay na rin si Brent Paraiso. They are changed men, so to speak, and they have been showing it in the last 4 victories.
Changed men it is para sa dalawang manlalaro nito ni Coach Bonitan because they've really been putting in solid numbers. What else can they do? They could really defend well. What I like about Luis Sangalang also is not only a rebounder, he's not only a scorer, but he's also a good passer. He knows how to read the defense, he knows what to do with the basketball. Kaya naman yung tiwala ni Coach Boni dito kay Luis Sangalang is super huge. Brent Paraiso, no question. You know, he's a proven winner, he's a proven champion. He knows what he's doing defensively. Kumbaga, kagaya ng sinabi mo, Anton, he knows what doesn't work. Kumbaga, play out, don't play out of that basketball thing, and he's gonna be solid for the Letran Knights.
And there you see Luis Sangalang, very cool, calm, and composed now. Talagang they have been in their best behavior, talking about Louie and Brent. And now to get more from the side of the Letran Knights, let's call back in Stephanie Benito, who has this update for us.
This time around, Anton and Coach Topex, the Knights are here to secure a spotless second round as we go on to the season half. Kung noong nakaraang round daw ay nagmantis ang team with 2 losses, ngayon naman daw ay wala na silang palalagpasin pagkakataon at hindi na nila ipapaubaya ang laro sa kalaban. Aminado naman si Brent Paraiso na noong nakaraang round ay they really were playing up and down, and even their team stats shows that. But for this game and this round, consistent up is how they decided to play. Sabi naman sa akin ni Luis Sanggalang, lahat talaga ng team ay nagpapakita ng lakas at nagpapaunahan sa pag-angat. Pero syempre, hindi magpapahulay ang ating defending champs at hindi nila hayaan na sila ang bumaba. If they want to go three-peat as the season ends, they have to continue what they did last game when they defeated the Altas with a statement win. Consistent na nga ba ang magiging laro ng ating mga Letranista? Abangan natin yan, Anton and Coach Topex.
Coach Topex, nakita mo na si Luis Sanggalang. He is consistently a good boy now ever since that 2-game suspension.
I mean, he's solid. Ito lang, sometimes he's being misinterpreted. He plays hard, he plays smart. Kumbaga talagang yung physicality lang ng laro ni Luis Sanggalang sometimes is misunderstood. But I have so much respect for this player. He knows what he's capable of doing, and he knows the importance of him being a part yung pursuit nila for Go 3P.
And speaking of physicality, this is going to be one of the most physical matchups that we will see in the NCAA. Feeling ko ang timbang ng dalawang to naglalaro sa 200 pounds eh. So this is a cruiserweight division matchup between Cade Flores and Luis Sanggalang.
Exciting matchup it is, Anton, because ito yung kumbaga pagka nagbanggaan to sa ilalim, it's gonna be solid. Ang kawawa lang dito ay matatalsikan. Kasi nga naman, you know how bruising it is gonna be for these two players. But it's really something that our televiewers are excited also to watch.
And it should be a good one because both teams are motivated. Arellano wants to get back to the win column. Letran wants to win their 5th straight game. So kilalanin na natin ang mga starters ng Arellano at Letran as we turn it over to our Coliseum announcer.
Good afternoon! Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International. At may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And before anything else, we'd like to greet happy birthday to Reverend Father Clarence Marquez. Welcome to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, our lone game this Friday, second round of eliminations. It's the Arellano Chiefs versus the Letran Knights. Let's meet our starters. Starting for the Arellano Chiefs at guard number 61, Axel Doromal. The other guard, number 8, Kyle Lima. And forward number 17, Daniel Magliari. And the other forward, number 7, Joshua Abastillas.
Starting 5 para sa koponan ni Coach Cholo Martin. Joshua Abastillas, Cade Flores, Axel Doromal, the team captain Kai Oliva, and Daniel Magliari at the shooting guard spot. Para naman sa koponan ni Coach Bonnie Tan, nakikita po natin si Luis Sanggalang, the man in the middle. We have rookie power forward Kevin Santos alongside team captain Fran Yu. And then of course Brent Paraiso and Kyle Tolentino, the sophomore shooting guard para sa mga Letranista. Our referees, FIBA International referee Glenn Cornelio, along with fellow FIBA International referee Ricor Boron and national referee Jeff Ablola, ang ating tatlong referees para sa bakbakang Arellano at Letran. So two very young and lanky big men. Coach Topex will jump it up. Kevin Santos and Joshua Abastillas.
I like itong si Abastillas. When he started against LPU, he was the first player to score. He was aggressive on his offense. Mapapansin natin, nagbago ng starters itong si Coach Cholo Martin. And they have to start off strong kasi yun nga, napansin mo, Coach Topex, pag nalalamangan na ng malaki itong Arellano, they have the tendency to become discouraged. Kate Flores being defended by fellow rookie here in the NCAA, Kevin Santos. Abastilla stepping back, shooting over Sangalang, and that's a rebound by Santos.
Solid defense coming from the Letran Knights, making sure that Arellano won't be scoring the first basket and now having a crack at the basket.
Franyu faking the handoff to Paraiso. Paraiso decides to drive. Brent Paraiso will back down his defender. Paraiso, inside pass, Sangalang with a basket.
This is what's good about itong kay Brent Paraiso, Anton. He doesn't, he's gonna size you up. Pagka nakita niyang medyo magaan ka ng konti, he's gonna get it from the outside. Pero pag nakita niyang medyo kaya kitang igalaw, he's gonna bring you inside. And that's what's good about Brent Paraiso. At ang pinasaan, ang kanyang other change men partner, itong si Louis Sangalang.
Mga good boys collaborating on that offensive play. And we can't stress it enough na kung magcha-champion ulit itong Letran, those two guys have to play splendid basketball for their ball club.
You know what it takes for you to really win three-peat, and that's everybody. Obviously, the experience of these two. While we look at the three from another veteran, itong si Frank Yu connecting from the outside.
And I just love Coach Topex how the approach to the game has changed for Frank Yu, knowing that he has to be aggressive from the get-go now.
He knows what he's capable of doing, and he knows that he's gonna attract the defense. Ang maganda dito kay Frank Yu, he's not only a scorer, but he's a better and smart player.
Frank Yu saving the basketball. It is with Brent Paraiso right now. Paraiso, binigay dito kay Santos. Sangalang will fake the handoff. Hinarangan ni Flores. Yu with 7 on the shot clock. Franyu, inside pass to Sangalang, and Sangalang defended by Abastillas. Doramal stops, pops, doesn't drop. Ball goes out of bounds as we will get an update on the Letran side from Stephanie Benito.
Salamat, Anton. Kung meron man daw magandang panahon at pagkakataon para makabawi, ito na daw yun. Kasi gaya nga nung sabi nyo kanina, Anton and Coach Topex, during the first round this season, it was the Arellano Chiefs which broke and snatched the Letran Knights winning streak. Kaya naman gigil ng mga Letranista ang umaharap sa atin ngayon. Ang sabi pa sa akin ni Team Captain Fantastic Franyu, and let this game be an act of redemption as they will definitely go home today with the win. Aside from avenging their first loss this season, one of the goals the Knights are aiming for is to get to the top 2 spots to secure their way to the finals. At kahit pa daw 2 araw lang ang naging preparasyon ng team para sa laban ngayon, matinding ensayo pa rin ang pinagawa sa kanila ni Coach Bonitan. Will the Knights be able to avenge themselves, or will this game be a proof that history repeats itself? Pagkaabangan natin yan. Balik muna sa inyo, gentlemen.
Coach Topex Robinson nodding as Stephanie was delivering her report, because Coach Topex knows how hard it is to get one of those top 2 spots at the end of the elimination round.
A lot of experience, obviously, but mas importante kasi yung the work that you put in. You know it's gonna be a tougher round for you this time in the second round because you lost 3 games, but what's in front of you is the opportunity to go all the way. Yung law of momentum kasi, Anton, is so important, especially nandito na tayo sa medyo middle stretch ng ating season.
Axel Doramal, number 1 scorer at the end of the first round, averaging 17 points per game. Flores, double-double. Walking double-double para sa Arellano. Sangalang, natapik ang bola. Abastillas just in time. And Paraiso, natapik ang bola papunta kay Kyle Tolentino.
This is what we're talking about, Anton, defensively. This is what Letran did when they played Perpetua. They're making sure that it's gonna be harder for you to score a basket. They put the pressure on the backcourt. Pagdating naman sa front court, medyo they tighten up the defense.
Ngayon naman, pumunta tayo sa Arellano side at pakinggan itong si San Agustin, with this report.
Thank you, Anton, the home of the point leader, rebound leader, and even an assist leader during the first round of games. The Arellano Chiefs could surely sweep anyone that will come their way. Kaya naman talagang inaabangan ng ibang koponan ang mga pangalang Axel Doromal, Kate Flores at Shane Medina. Pero dahil na sila ay markado na, tinanong ko sila kanina kung ano ang pakinamdam na mabantayan ng defending champions. Ang sagot nila ay may halong pressure at kabangaraw ang hatid ng mataas na expectations, but this is also a good thing for them to serve as an additional inspiration to do better. Mangibabaw pa rin kaya ang power trio ng Arellano para makamit ang panalo? We'll find out. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Christine, as one of the members of the Big Three of Arellano finally gets on the board, Axel Doramal. Pero yun nga yung challenge, Coach Topex, para sa Arellano. Alam na ng mga kalaban na silang tatlo yung gagawa at poporma. At eto na nga, Kate Flores almost finishing on that hard drive.
That was a solid drive coming from Kate Flores. Prior to that, Anton, they were settling for outside shots. Not only outside shots, but challenge outside shots. So let's see now kung anong adjustments sa kanilang gagawin.
At sa aming pagbabalik, Kate Flores titira ng 2 free throws.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon, tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA game. Pumunta na sa official NCAA web.
Luis Sangalang and Brent Paraiso back in harness, back in action, winning 4 straight games, and Franyu has been absolutely fantastic. I love this version of Franyu na talagang first quarter pa lang really asserting himself for the benefit of his ball club.
He wants to make sure that everybody's on top of their ball game, Anton. He's not only trying to score for himself, but he's trying to make sure he's going to set up the right guy. Why? He went to Brent Paraiso at the start. When they were able to connect on that basket, he went back to him. So he's trying to really milk and looking for those mismatches. Kasi nga naman doon sa lineup na to, meron ka matatapatan dito na magkakaroon ng mismatch para kay Brent Paraiso. It might not be in size, but it might be in experience.
Samantala, 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line para kay Kate Flores. Paraiso, binababa ang bola, binigay dito kay Franyu.
The adjustment of Arellano right now, they kind of press a bit, try to delay, but ibaba naman ng maaga nitong Letran. At sinasabi na nga natin, Anton, yun yung isang bagay that Franyu has really grown into. He knows the advantage. Ang maganda kasi kay Fran, you don't know when he's gonna shoot. So he's just gonna look for that opportunity, kaya naman yung depensa nakatutok sa kanya.
And he also recognizes the capabilities of his teammates. Binigyan agad si King Caralipio. Nakakapasok lamang para sa mga Letranista. Paraiso for 3. Paraiso shot is short. Bola mapupunta kay Shane Menina. Menina. Oftana. Wilmar Oftana knocks down the 3.
This is the good thing about Arellano. Every time they make a stop, they're always trying to run the basketball. They know that half court, mahihirapan sila sa depensa ng Letran Knights. That's why they kind of quicken up the pace wherein they connected on that 3.
May foul sa ilalim. Sinasabi ni Kate Flores na tinulak daw siya. Makikita natin yan sa replay as Paraiso was moving away from the ball. Ito yung tira kanina ni Wilmar Oftana. Ayun, nagbabanggaan si Paraiso at Kate Flores. Balik naman ang bola sa Arellano. Menina. Flores wants to post up Havillonar. Back-to-back stops there coming from Arellano. That's why they were able to catch up dito sa ating ball game and trying to slow down the momentum. Ito malaking bagay para sa kupunan ng Arellano. They're scary if it's gonna be close because inaantay kasi nila kayo magkamali. They're just gonna keep on playing, keep on pursuing that basketball, and keep on attacking the basket.
Samantala, on that attack by Cade Flores, he was fouled again. But he was unable to finish. Just like in the previous play, pero napakaganda ng pasa ni Shane Menina.
Shane Menina, the veteran that himself, you'll see him that pass. Wala pa nga dun si Flores pero in-anticipate niya na doon mapupunta. That's why that was, everybody was surprised. But Shane Menina knows this. That's a familiarity that they have with Flores. Sa tagal kasi, these guys really play a lot of minutes, Anton. Kumbaga, sinasagad sila ni Coach Cholo Martin because, again, sila yung veterano and then they're putting up a lot of solid numbers. Kaya naman, malaking bagay ito para sa dalawang manlalaro ng Arellano Chiefs.
Cade Flores shaking his head knowing that he hasn't been shooting well from the free throw line, missing both those shots. Lamang na sana ang Arellano doon. Paraiso again mixing it up with Cade Flores as Rayson will check into the game for Brent.
Coach Bonitan going now with his two-guard front players. Itong si Rayson at itong si Olivario. Both are veterans and stability naman ang binibigay nitong dalawang manlalaro nito. And another thing is hustle on defense.
Rayson tumira agad. Caralipio falling down but finding a way to put it up and in.
Calaripio going back where he left off. Remember, in their first meeting, he was solid in his performance, scoring 6 points. Now going back to that kind of effect again for Letran Knights.
Inside pass, great finish right there. Maliari with the lefty finish para sa Arellano. And the Chiefs come up with a steal. Menina, linabas ang bola, triple on the way. And that will not work on that shot by Ofdana.
The defense of Arellano making sure that it's gonna be harder for Letran to really capitalize on scoring as we look at that follow-up coming from Paraiso. But ito yung opensa ng mga manlalaro ng Arellano Chiefs. Moving the ball around, looking for that open opportunity, connecting on those layups.
Isa na lang ang lamang ng mga Letranista. Olivario, stop and go. Tommy Olivario with a finish.
Tommy Olivario being the veteran that he is. He readed the defense when he kind of faked and tried to go right and the defense stopped. That was the opportunity for him to attack the basket and stop the bleeding for the Letran Knights.
Menina, binigay kay Flores. Flores, aatake. Kicks the ball out. Maliari. Kanina sa loob, ngayon naman mula sa labas, nakapuntos. Itong si Maliari at tabla na po tayo. 11-all, we have a timeout.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Ah, yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Happy birthday to the Rector and President of Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Reverend Father Clarence Victor Cuevas Marquez, OP. Happy birthday mula dito sa buong GMA Network. Now, we take a look at this drive by Maliari. What's nice about him is he also has that outside touch, Coach Topex.
Well, that was a solid setup coming from Flores. Good things are bound to happen, Anton, if you will able to attack the ball deep in the paint because you will attract the defense. That's why that last field goals of Arellano are coming from inside out.
Abilionar. Binigay dito kay Olivario. Olivario waiting for Rayson to pop out. Libre si Rayson for 3. And that's automatic for Kurt Rayson if he's wide open like that.
A good set of play coming from Coach Bonitan off of that timeout. Connecting itong si Rayson.
Flores. Great recovery there by Paulo Abilionar. Kanina si Flores lang tsaka si Rayson yung nag-aagawan. That's like a bantamweight against a cruiserweight. Kaya pumasok na si Abilionar sa eksena eh.
Meron ng tag team action po. So tingnan natin kung sino idadagdag dito ni Flores. But you gotta love the way these kids are really fighting for that basketball. They know the value of that possession. They're not gonna give up that basketball easily.
Monje is now in the ball game for the Knights. Abilionar matched up against Flores. Abilionar, ganado. Umatake, nakagawan. Peña kontra kay Rayson. Peña creating some space.
The turnover of Letran really hurting them at this point, Anton, because Arellano always trying to capitalize on those mismatches, those miscues coming from Letran, and really clamping down defensively itong mga koponan ng Letran Knights.
Monje missing on that triple try. Doramal. Malyari, throws the ball out to Oftana. And Doramal too strong on that drive. Balik ang bola sa Letran. Rayson on the crossover. Rayson. Wild shot. And Doramal is going to win this race.
This is the problem now with the Letran Knights. If they're gonna keep on doing that pace, I think it's favoring Arellano. You have to be deliberate. Kasi nga naman you have the size and you have the capability to really go deep inside. But again, the defense of Arellano forcing itong Letran Knights to really take those outside shots.
Caralipio kontra kay Malyari. Caralipio. Extra pass. And Monje was not ready. The pass was too high even for a guy like Monje.
That's already the 4th turnover nitong mga malalaro ni Coach Bonitan. Ang problema dito, Anton, yung 3 turnovers nila, Arellano was able to convert. Kaya naman, lamang ng isa, itong Arellano Chiefs.
And that's a foul call on Tommy Olivario. As we see this steal from the veteran Shane Menina, who we last saw play for Mapua prior to this season. He played 2 seasons for the Cardinals. Both times they made it to the Final Four in season 91 and season 92. Rayson. So may pagkakataon pa ang mga Letranista dito na maibalik ang lamang sa kanilang panig.
What Arellano's doing right now is every time they miss a shot, they're easier and quicker to the transition, making sure walang easy basket. They're doing a good job on their half-court defense, Anton, kaya naman umahabol sila ng kalamangan. They're not just only doing good on transition defense, they're also doing good on their half-court defense. Kaya naman pang-5 turnover na to para sa koponan ng Letran Knights.
And in contrast to that, hindi pa nagta-turnover ang Arellano. So that's definitely something that Letran has to work on, taking care of the basketball and having better decision-making on the court. Menina wide open from the free throw line. Di lang naipasok at may foul pa on that rebound. Nakaswerte ang Arellano doon, Coach, kasi wala pa sila sa penalty.
Well, that was something na inaangal pa nga kanina nung kanilang mga players. But yun na nga, tama ka, Anton, wala ka pa sa penalty. So that's a good foul to give.
Nabitin pa ng isa eh. That's the 4th team foul for Arellano. Here in this quarter, Abilionar at the buzzer. Paulo Abilionar nearly got it to fall. So at the end of the first quarter, the Arellano University Chiefs lead the Letran Knights 15-14. You're watching NCAA basketball on GTV.
Stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge...
Dito sa lungsod ng San Juan, kung saan ginaganap sa kasalukuyan ng bakbakang Arellano University at Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Maraming salamat mga kapuso sa pagtutok ngayon ng Tom Ross alongside Coach Topex Robinson, and we also have Christine San Agustin and Stephanie Benito reporting for Arellano and Letran respectively. Now Coach Topex, it was a slow start for Arellano. How did they manage to turn things around halfway through that first period?
Arellano was able to really defend well itong koponan ng Letran Knights. They were playing physical, but wala pang player ng Letran na nakakapunta sa free throw line. So that means they're not forcing any of those. And one other thing, Anton, is they already had 5 fast break points. Half court, medyo hirap itong Arellano. But if they're gonna quicken the pace, it's gonna favor them.
And that's a great point, Coach, as Letran is one of the top 4 teams in the league when it comes to free throws. It's kind of shocking to me how they have not gone to the free throw line in the first quarter. Avilanar trying to post up Flores. Rayson. Pass deflected. Menina picks it up. The Chiefs are running. Menina. Flores almost getting that offensive rebound. Mananatili ang bola dito sa Arellano.
Another defensive stop coming from the Arellano Chiefs, forcing the turnover. And the problem with those turnovers, Anton, those are the turnovers that are above the free throw line. So that means walang ibang defender. Not like tumira ka na lang na nagbintis ka, at least you'll have a better chance. But that turnover for Letran is really paying them dividends in this game. Kaya nagpalit na naman, binalik na ni Coach Bonitan itong si Brent Paraiso.
Kaya nakakatakbo itong Arellano kasi nga above the free throw line nangyayari yung mga turnovers. Shane Menina. Flores will try from the outside. Flores short on that triple.
Shane Flores really struggling from the outside. Missed 2 free throws earlier in this game. But you need his physicality because he's the only guy there to really bang bodies sa mga big man itong Letran Knights.
Rayson again. The play is for him. Kurt Rayson drains another triple.
Letran being successful with that elevator play, getting his guards open, and you have to give credit to the bigs that are setting or closing that door for the wings of Arellano Chiefs.
Dalawang libreng tres na yun para kay Kurt Rayson and on different spots on the court, Coach.
That's the veterans that you have for Coach Bonitan. Yes, they might be connecting or they might be committing a lot of turnovers, Anton, but that doesn't take away the way that they're really playing their basketball.
Let's get an update on the Arellano side. Balikan natin si Christine San Agustin.
Thank you, Anton. Pagsubok ang sumalubong sa Arellano Chiefs sa pagsisimula nila ng second round of games. Kaya naman extra challenging daw para talaga sa kanila ang larong ito. Hanggang ngayon kasi bukod sa kakagaling lang ng marami sa kanila sa sakit, ay may iniinda pa ring sprain si Shane Menina na nakuha niya mula sa kanilang ensayo. Alam niyo ba na muntikan na nga rin daw siyang hindi makalaro ngayon. But look at him go na para bang walang sakit na nararamdaman. Ganito daw kasi talaga kagigil na tumulong si Shane sa koponan para makabalik sila sa winning column. Patuloy din naman ang pag-check ni Coach Cholo Martin sa kanyang kalagayan para masiguro pa rin ang kanyang kaligtasan. Yan muna for the side ng Arellano. Balik sa inyo.
Hindi nga halata na na-sprain itong si Shane Menina as he was dribbling the ball down the court and finding Cade Flores who is at the free throw line, Coach Topex, for the third time already. Excuses are not allowed in this team for Arellano. You're in the middle of the pack. This win is gonna be big for you. Why? Because again, yung standings natin na to, we were talking about it earlier. You're only one game trailing from the number 3 and the number 4 spot. So talagang winnable pa para sa koponan ni Coach Cholo Martin. Kaya naman nakikita natin yung aggressiveness. Not only on offense but defensively. Talaga namang sinisipagan ng mga players ng Arellano. Making sure it's gonna be harder for Letran to execute.
Samantala, Cade Flores, now 50% from the free throw line after those two makes. This is our second deadlock now. 17 all. Oh! Another turnover above the free throw line, Coach.
The problem with that, Anton, is that's an unforced turnover. We call it sloppy turnovers, not taking care of that basketball. You don't want to look back at this scenario, Anton, that you're gonna lose by only one possession dahil that possession will haunt you. Walang pressure. It's just a matter of we're expecting them to really know each other. Pero talaga naman nangyayari minsan yung mga ganun na insidente.
Shane Menina in and out on that triple attempt. Mantua comes up with the rebound. Mantua gets the ball back. Menina inside to Flores, natapikan. Paraiso pinasa sa kanto. Rayson again for 3, not that time. And Caranibio clips into himself. We have a foul call. It will stay with Letran as we go back to Stephanie Benito.
Salamat, Anton. Alam nyo, mahalaga daw ang laro na ito para sa mga veteranong gaya nila Sanggalang, Paraiso, Rayson at iba pa. Kaya naman, kita nyo kung gaano kagigil maglaro ang ating mga Letranista. Kaya nga nung nakausap ko si Rayson kanina, natanong ko siya or naikwento niya sa akin na before this game daw, the veterans had an open forum to clear the air and talk about the mishaps that the team had during the previous game against their current opponent, veteran to veteran. Nang tanungin ko naman si Kurt kung sino sa Chiefs ang pinaka dapat nilang bantayan at ang gusto niyang makatapat. Ito daw ay ang kapwa niya taga Davao na si Axel Doromal. Payo lang ni Coach Politan pala ngayon sa team ay ayusin daw ang individual defense at bawasan ang turnovers. Yan muna sa ngayon, balik sa inyo.
And that's a great matchup right there. Bakbakan ng mga Dabawenyo, Doromal at Rayson. And sometimes that's needed, Coach Topex, as we see this drive by Kevin Santos. Yung mga players-only meetings.
Ano to ito yung, kumbaga, yes, you might take it personal, but sometimes you needed that added motivation Kumbaga, kailangan mo hanapan ng talagang bigat ng puso or laban. As we look at this replay, I think tinamaan yun after the foul sa muka itong si Santos.
And that was Abastillas who hit Santos unintentional as his arm was already up nung umangat itong si Kevin. Santos drains the first free throw. Ito yung isa sa mga rookies na talagang binanggit sa akin ng coaching staff na gagawa para sa Letran this season, making an impact. Kevin Santos. He's the future for the Knights.
I'm just looking at him right now as he shoots his free throws. Ang haba nitong batang to, Anton. And you could see that he deceiving He might be medyo manipis ng konti, but you'll see the length. At alam naman natin na matigas tong batang to because yung tinamaan hindi masyadong ininta dahil nga naman he's gonna shoot a free throw. He converted on those free throws.
And he's still a teenager. 19 years old. Kevin Santos. So, a lot of room to grow. Doromal, bounce pass. Malyari throws the ball out. Mantua for 3. Travis Mantua.
Mantua connecting on the 3. Prior to that, Anton, that was a good execution or patience sa mga manlalaro ng Arellano Chiefs looking for the best open man. At si Mantua, it happened to be open on that 3 and connected on it.
So it's not only Cade Flores who hails from Australia. There's another guy, Travis Mantua, with a triple.
Mantua was one of the players of Coach Cholo Martin that really connected against LPU. Kaya naman humabol sila doon sa game na yun. And almost tried to put the game into overtime.
Paraiso for 3. Brent too strong on that shot. At babalik ang bola sa panig ng Arellano. Doromal kontra kay Franyu. Doromal. Oh, what a finish right there. Lars Sunga giving Arellano a 3-point lead as we head to this break.
Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here.
And as usual, we have a halftime performer. Today it is Maria Larocco heating up the hardcore dito sa Phil Oil Eco Oil Center sa lungsod ng San Juan. Stay tuned for that performance by Maria. Meanwhile, the Arellano University Chiefs lead the Letran Knights 22-19. Brent Paraiso and the Knights looking to match JRU's 5-game winning streak as the longest active winning streak in the NCAA. Coach Topex Robinson knows how hard it is to maintain a winning streak like that.
It's going to be challenging, obviously. Once you started to be on top, everybody's going to be there looking at every move that you make. Kaya naman, itong struggles ngayon ng Letran has really been obvious because of the defense that Arellano's been putting in, because Letran pa rin ang barometer nitong NCAA. Obviously, talking about San Beda, also one of the guys that are there. CSB's on top right now, surprisingly, and LPU also doing the rounds para sa ating season 90. So sobrang dikit talaga yung galawan natin dito, Anton.
Definitely one of the most unpredictable seasons in recent memory dito sa NCAA. Zuma. Nice shot there from the baseline by Abastillas.
What's good about the offense of Arellano, we know that Letran is a really solid half-court defensive team, but itong Arellano they always find a way to get somebody open.
A 7-0 run by Arellano, and Paraiso is called for an offensive foul. May kasamang braso rin kasi.
But earlier, that was what Brent Paraiso did dun sa ating first play ng ating first quarter. He was able to brush his way in, but itong si Doromal made a good acting job and it sold. Kaya naman tinawagan ng offensive foul itong si Brent Paraiso.
Paraiso, susubukan makabawi kay Doromal. Doromal splitting the D and drawing a foul. And if that's on Brent Paraiso, that's going to be huge. That's the third personal foul on Paraiso. So Paraiso gets 2 fouls in less than a minute. That's not a good sign for the Knights.
That's going to be a problem for Coach Bonitan and the rest of the Letran Knights. And looking at our stats right now, Anton, yung Doromal mo 4 points pa lang, which is the leading scorer. You know what is scary for Letran? Because umi-score itong sila Malyari, umi-score itong sila Ofrana, and will spread yung scoring. But on the coaching perspective naman, Anton, baka naman si Coach Bonitan is opting na di bali nang umi-score yung ibang mga lalaro, basta itong si Axel Doromal hindi makaka-score, medyo mas may pagkakataon tayo dito.
Sangala, short on that floater in the paint. Doromal from the free throw line. Axel Doromal is feeling it. It's now a 10-0 run.
Arellano's defense is helping their offense, Anton. Every stop that they make, they don't settle for their half-court execution, but they'll go and attack the basket while the defense of Letran is still struggling.
That's just great ball movement and recognition on the part of Arellano. Lars Sunga cutting to the basket. And Sunga finding Abastillas for that short baseline jumper.
What's up good about Arellano leading this margin right now, Anton? Naibabalasan ni Coach Cholo Martin yung kanyang mga players because we know the 4 players or the 3 players of Coach Cholo Martin, talking about Doromal, talking about Menina, and ito si Flores, they're really playing heavy minutes. Pero napansin natin because of the other guys emerging sa kanyang opensa, nabibigyan ng chance na makapagpahinga yung kanyang mga 3 big guns. Kaya naman sa mga games, if you're gonna follow the games of Arellano, dun sila sa bandang huli na uubos. Because why? Kasi puro sila trailing palagi ka naghahabol. So ang tendency nun, hindi mo pwedeng ilabas yung iyong mga best offensive player.
So ngayon, kumbaga, mas humaba yung rotation niya, mas magiging fresh yung kanyang mga starters sa dulo ng laro.
He's getting that luxury, Anton, because the other guys are scoring. So medyo well spread yung point production ng Arellano Chiefs. And I'm sure that's one of the things that Coach Bonnie and the rest of the coaching staff will talk about as we go into the half.
Menina, binigay dito kay Doromal. Axel missing on that triple try. Balik ang bola sa Letran. Franyu accelerates. Franyu, no foul called. Bola, bumalik sa Chiefs. Menina, oh! Passing it to one of the bouncers.
That was a wasted opportunity for Arellano Chiefs. You have the numbers, you have one of the best players on your left, but you turn the ball over. Nakita natin si Coach Cholo Martin dun, wala nang nagawa Napalakad na lang sa sideline.
Avilinar blocked by Abastillas. Wow! Joshua Abastillas making a difference for Arellano, and his team is on top by 5.
Episodes online. Dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital, we show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know. Available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihingi.
There she is, Miss Maria Larocco. Our Kapuso performer here at the half sa ating coverage ng NCAA Season 98. Stay tuned. It is Letran basketball and they are trailing by 5. Franyu. Monheim gives it back to Fran. Franyu for 3. Nothing but net on that shot.
Franyu just looking for that window of opportunity for him to get a clear shot, anticipating that hard show coming from the big man, draining it and making it, stopping the flow, or you bleeding ng Letran Knights. But may sagot. Menina connecting from the 3.
Harap-harapan pa. Tinirahan itong si Franyu. Cebu City versus Tambuntik, Manila going at it here. The 2-point guards at may foul na tinawag dito kay Menina.
Good anticipation coming from Franyu, knowing that itong si Shane Menina is behind him. As we look at that inbound play, reading the defense, itong si Franyu connecting from the 3.
Ganda ng ikot ng bola. At ito naman, straight away triple mula kay Shane Menina.
You'll see there that itong Letran Knights making sure that there are no miscues defensively. They opted to go to a zone, but nabasa naman kaagad ng mga manlalaro ni Coach Cholo Martin.
Franyu at the free throw line. Pambato ng Tambunting Manila. Mr. Fantastic Franyu playing in his final season here at the collegiate level. Missing on the first free throw. Ito yung pinakamabigat na workload ever sa collegiate career ni Franyu. And what a way to go out if he will be able to lead Letran to a third straight championship.
Again, fleeting tribute ito para kay Franyu kasi nga naman just like you mentioned, wala na yung Reds Abado eh. So yung load talaga dito napunta lahat dito kay Franyu.
Kai Oliva for three. Flores trying to secure the rebound. Doromal. Oftana back to Flores. Malyari. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Doromal. Oh, nobody able to hold on to the basketball as Letran will take it down the floor. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Franyu again for three. Not that time.
Letran sticking to their zone defense. Baka naman mawalan ng momentum attacking the basket itong mga malalaro ng Arellano Chiefs. Again, their zone defense paying off for the Letran Knights.
Arellano today 4 out of 13 from beyond the arc. 30.8%. And that time committing a turnover. Their fourth turnover of the game. Franyu. Rayson for three. Too strong. Balik ang bola dito kay Franyu. Franyu stretching for that layup, no good. At babalik ang bola sa Arellano. Oliva all the way.
Just what we were talking about. After every stop, itong Arellano Chiefs making sure that they're gonna have a chance of pushing that basketball. Again, connecting itong si Oliva.
Ariar, multiple fakes. Ariar draws a foul. Ganda ng pasa ni Wilmar Oftana patungo sa team captain na si Kai Oliva who finishes on the break.
If you're Letran Knights, you don't want to give Arellano those easy lane to the baskets because they know if they're gonna play half court, they'll have a better chance at stopping itong offensive onslaught ng Arellano Chiefs.
Ariar just taking his 5th free throw of the season. And Pong Ducan is just showing us an interesting stat here. All 9 players of Arellano who have been fielded in by Coach Cholo Martin have scored.
For the last 9 games nga ba nitong Arellano or 8, dependent dito talaga sa tatlong mga manlalaro niya ang scoring. We're talking about Menina, we're talking about Axel Doromal at ito si Flores. But slowly, gumaganda yung contribution ng kanyang mga kasama. Kaya naman medyo napapadali. Or hindi naman natin ang sabing napapadali, gumagana lalo yung execution nitong Arellano. Kasi ang dami ng threat at doon. Marami na ngayon paproblemahan itong Letran.
Flores, inside pass. Back shot is good. Wow. And that has been the key for Arellano today. Hindi mo alam kung sino ang pupuntos para kay Coach Cholo Martin. Rayson on the drive and Letran just looks out of sync.
You have to give credit to the defense of Arellano Chiefs forcing itong Letran to another turnover. So, ang story natin dito sa ating first half are the turnovers of Letran.
11 turnovers to be exact. And that's been the problem for the Knights. And of course, the inability to determine kung sino yung titira sa Arellano. That's why our score is 33-26 as we end the second period.
The GMA NCAA All-Star Basketball Game is back! At binagbibidahan ito ng NCAA Season 98 standouts, Kapuso artists at Philippine basketball legends.
Yun pa rin. Nakita mo yung no-look pass na yun. Papunta kay Renz Noko.
Pero bago nagsimula ang game itong Sabado, October 15, ay kinulit muna natin sila.
Mga puso, samahan niyo ako. Nandito ako sa dugout ng Team Saints. Tanong natin kung paano sila nag-prepare for today. Luis Anggalang of Team Saints. Louis, anong pakiramdam coming to this game? Siyempre, iba naman yung treatment natin dito. Pati mga artista kalaban natin. Anong pakiramdam?
Siyempre, excited po kasi kasama nga po, may mga celebrity, may mga PBA legends. Kaya excited po.
So, excited ka sa lagay na yan?
Oo.
Ano message mo sa kalaban?
Good luck.
Para kanina yung laro na to?
Siyempre sa Team Saints.
Mga kapuso, Team Saints. Para sa akin pala, uy, wag ganun. Talkers, anong treatment natin sa laro na to?
Basta pag libre, tira. Ganun.
Grabe yung kumpiyansa ni Kers. Sir, ano po yung mindset natin coming into this game? Given na last year MVP kayo.
Yun nga, siguro just enjoy the game. Not really pressured to win another MVP. Sabaga today is more for the fans and for them to see a very unique game between mga Kapuso stars, NCAA players, and PBA legends.
Ano po yung expectations natin na pag kayo naman yun nasa loob?
Well, sana magkasabay ko rin yung mga legends sa kabila para hindi kami baka masyado kaming mabilis para sa kanila eh. Dahan-dahan lang kami.
Paano po kayo nag-prepare sa laro natin?
Actually, nag-ensayo kami nila Willie. Naglaro pa kami para dito sa All-Star na to eh.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro na to?
Lalakas ako po yung palakpak ko ngayon para sa mga matutulin natin mga bata.
So ano naman po yung naging preparation nyo?
Kumain ako ng 2 rice ngayon para medyo... Hindi, ano lang, syempre.
Naglaro tayo dahil sinabi ko naglaro tayo para dito eh.
Saka mo na. Naglaro pala kami. Mali. Kumain ako kanin kanina pero naglaro kami na maayos. Preparasyon talaga. Tatakbo ko eh. Palo ko kasi mag-hesitation tapos medyo yung speed ko, tinulin ako na onte.
Mga puso, dito tayo sa dugout ng Team Heroes. Samahan niyo ako. From Team Heroes, anong pakiramdam natin sa laro na to?
Alam mo, excited ako eh. Kasi first time ko maglalaro sa ganitong court. Lagi ako sanay sa may amin lang, tapos walang bubong.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo?
Teka. Mga 2.
Mga puso, si Kokoy.
Maswerte na yung 2.
Ano pong pakiramdam coming into this game?
Well, syempre, lagi naman kinakabahan pero super excited kasi hopefully, syempre, manalo kami.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro?
Ako, para sana malabas ko yung... Kung may 100% ako, sana malabas ko. But ano lang, enjoy the game, have fun.
So, anong expectations natin sa laro na to?
Expect ko na magiging masaya kasi may mga artista, may mga legends, tapos kasama ko na yung mga players. So magiging masaya at competitive to.
Expect ko na sa score ng 40 points si Doromal kasi grabe talaga.
Ikaw? Expect nila triple-double si Enzo. Triple-double.
So ano naman yung treatment nyo sa laro na to? Siyempre, dito elims, dito semis, all-star game to na NCAA.
Hindi, seryoso to. Talagang babanatan ko si Franyo talaga.
Anong pamamaraan yung pagbabana?
Basta makikita na lang niya mamaya.
Sa akin naman, siguro magiging masaya to. Babanatan ko si Jesse Sumodo.
Magkakaroon ng banatan mga kapuso today. Mix Villasis, mga kapuso. Nagme-meditate for the game today. Very much prepared. Condition to eh. Mix, ano yung preparation mo for this game?
Kumain lang 3 beses sa isang araw.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo today?
Pwede na yung 35 points na.
Hopefully, I could score at least 2 points. At least kasi kinakabahan ako eh. Pero I don't know, let's see.
Bakit ka kinakabahan?
Kabado ako. Kasi parang ayoko kasing makita na tatalo yung kalaban. Joke lang.
Sir, ano po yung preparation niyo for today?
Importante naman dito is
let's have fun for today. Walang ma-injured. At saka, this is for the fans. No? Talagang ma-showcase yung mga talents ng mga players ngayon. Kami, supporting role lang kami dito.
Message po sa mga kapuso.
Maraming salamat sa na-invite ako dito and thank you very much din sa support nyo sa Philippine basketball dito sa NCAA. Mabuhay kayo.
Matapos ang kulitan, umarangkada na ang laban. Nanalo ang Team Heroes sa score na 98-95.
And Team Heroes will walk away with the victory.
Ito ay sa pangunguna ni Nat Coseo na pumuntos ng 16 at may 7 rebounds, kaya naman siya ang hinirang na All-Star MVP. Celebrity MVP naman si Rahil Birria. At ang isa pang amazing, nalaman natin na wala pa ring kupas si Alan kay Dick. Meron siyang 3 3-pointers at may total na 14 points and 6 assists. Notable din si Willie Miller na nag-ambag naman ng 12 points para sa Team Saints.
Mga kapuso, nagpapatuloy ang ating coverage dito sa GTV kung saan naunguna ang Arellano Chiefs kontra sa defending back-to-back champion Letran Knights. 33-26 ang ating talaan. Anton Rojas alongside Coach Topex Robinson to break down the action. And Coach Topex, Arellano looking good as of late. Their defense really posing a lot of problems dito sa Knights.
Just like what we were talking about here, Anton, during the halftime break, may konting kumpiyansa, confidence itong Arellano playing against the Letran Knights. Why? Because again, they forced itong Letran to 11 turnovers, and they are running the basketball. Why? Because they already had 9 fast break points, and the 27 field goals of Letran is really being questionable for the Koponan, itong ni Coach Bonitan. Turnovers, they're also being confident enough with their pass, and look at the assist, Anton. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina that everybody on the team that Coach Cholo Martin put in already scored the basket. So that means the ball is moving. That's why they're open teammates for the Arellano Chiefs.
As a team, Arellano is only averaging 13.6 assists per game. So the fact that they already have 12 is such a huge deal for Coach Cholo.
With 20 minutes left in this game, Anton, expect itong Arellano to really pour it all the way because they have something that works for them. It's not their offense, it's the defense that they put in.
So the numbers really increasing, making a huge jump as compared to yung sa nakikita natin sa averages para sa Arellano Chiefs. Pero nag-uusap din tayo dito kasama ng ating head of stats na si Pong Ducanes. Parang lumalabas, Coach Topex, na kontrapelo itong Arellano sa Letran.
I would say that the same, but alam din naman natin yung kapasidad nitong mga manlalaro ni Coach Bonitan. I'm sure they already figured out what worked and what doesn't work in order for them to go all the way in this game. But sinabi nga natin, ang ganda ng ball movement nitong Arellano because they're really moving the ball around. And one thing also, ang dami nating nakita, Anton, na baseball passes para sa easy layup, para sa koponan ng Arellano Chiefs, aggressively attacking the basket, moving the ball around. They're still committing turnovers, Anton. Don't get me wrong, but they're moving the ball around.
Now we see Fran Yu getting active, being assertive sa pagsisimula ng ating laro. He's leading
the team and all scorers actually. Pagdating sa puntos, meron na siyang 9 na puntos. Rayson coming off the bench, he's got 6 points. Pero yun nga, it's been a total team effort para sa kupunan ni Coach Cholo Martin. Kaya lamang ang Arellano dito sa puntong ito. Ayan, it's not even Doromal who's at the top pagdating sa scorers list ng Chiefs.
That's why it's really scary for the Arellano Chiefs right now because everybody's involved moving the ball around. We were talking about Abistillas, but itong si Malyari, a surprise contributor dito sa ating game para sa kupunan ng Arellano. But looking naman dito sa Letran, yes, the usual, you have Franyu, you have Rayson connecting on those back-to-back threes, King Calaripio, but Brent Paraiso is needed here. Sanggalang, who's really been solid in their last game, is still not there in that scoring range. So we'll expect more itong kupunan ng Letran. They weren't able to go deep in the paint with their offense. They were making their outside shots. So isang bagay yon that I'm sure Coach Bonnie will address. But defensively, I think itong Letran Knights should really make sure that it's gonna be harder for the Arellano Chiefs to execute.
The thing is, hindi nila alam kung sino yung huling titira sa Arellano, which makes it all the more hard para sa kupunan ni Coach Bonitan na depensahan itong kupunan ni Coach Cholo Martin. As we take a look at the Letran cheering squad, it's nice to see them back here inside the venue being able to do their thing because ito ay isang bagay na hindi natin nakita nung season 97, Coach.
Ito nga naman isang tradisyon na wherever you go with it, college, itong NCAA has been here for the longest time at ito yung isang bagay that really are connecting the school from their students and their fans.
Now, balikan natin itong Cruiserweight Division matchup. Hindi pa masyadong gumagawa ng ingay itong si Luis Sanggalang. Just 2 points. Yung partner in crime niya, si Brent Paraiso, di pa nga nakakapuntos. He's saddled with 3 personal fouls. Kate Flores wasn't doing a good job from the free throw line, but his 3 assists, yun yung malaking bagay para sa Arellano.
What's not there in the stats is the energy also and the physicality that he brings in defensively for Arellano Chiefs. He's one of the guys that could really go hard show on you. Kaya naman pag nakita ni Paraiso or ni Franyu na nandun si Flores, kasi with the thing with Flores, yes, he might be playing 4 dito sa kupunan ng Arellano Chiefs, but he has the capability to guard a 2-guy or even a 1-guy. Kaya naman malaking bagay ito para sa Arellano with Kate Flores with those numbers.
So once again, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok ngayon. It is a Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend. We also have some exciting games na mapapanood niyo po sa GTV tomorrow. Sunbeta versus Perpetual, Mapua versus EAC. That should be a good one. Both these teams are struggling to get some wins. And then on Sunday, we have JRU versus Arellano and San Sebastian versus Letran. Ito yung mga laro na kakabanggit ko lamang na mangyayari bukas.
Kaya naman pala itong kaibigan natin si Jerry De La Rosa of the Sunbeta Red Lions is scouting this game because syempre nga naman with the standings right now, dikit-dikit na yan, Anton. So, napaka-importante to really get ahead in this pack of our team standings.
Kakalabas lang mula sa dugout ng Letran Knights. So, you know, Coach Topex, na talagang minaximize ni Coach Bonitan yung kanilang usapan before sila bumalik dito sa loob ng court.
I'm sure Coach Bonitan doesn't want to go back into this game, Anton. This might be a deciding game for them. They don't want to look back at what they could have done. I'm sure he really made sure that they're gonna give it their best, coming off a win, a convincing win against the Perpetual Help Autas. Kaya naman itong bagay na to at hindi mo pwedeng baliwalain because itong Arellano galing sa talo. Well, sila naman ay galing sa panalo.
Ngayon, Coach Topex, ito yung risky. Pinasok agad si Brent Paraiso playing with 3 personal fouls. So let's see how they can manage that.
That's gonna be a big gamble on Coach Bonitan, but he knows that Brent Paraiso is a veteran. Kaya naman sisiguraduhin ito ni Brent na hindi niya papabayaan na mapunta pa naman siya sa bench committing his 4th foul. That was a good execution coming from the Letran Knights.
Easy basket para kay Kevin Santos to cut the Arellano lead to 5. Doromal mula sa labas, bitin, rebounds, Santos. Arellano This is a long and lanky front line with Abastillas and Malyari there on the floor, joining Kate Flores. Ito na yung cruiserweight matchup natin. Banggaan agad, Sanggalang and Flores.
As you see in that play, pinagpag lang ni Kate Flores yung braso nitong si Sanggalang.
Paraiso. Back to Louie. Louie Sanggalang giving it to Caranipio. And again, it's a repost. Sanggalang versus Flores. Santos in the paint. Hinarangan. Santos. Wild shot could not finish.
You gotta love the energy nitong si Abastillas. He's also almost the same build as itong si Santos, but ang ganda rin ang timing niya. That was already second block dito sa ating goal game.
Doromal one-on-one against Paraiso. And the energy of Arellano is just there.
Arellano winning the 50-50 ball on that possession. That's really important, obviously, if you're trying to protect a 5-point lead and start slowly building up your momentum, but a lot of wasted opportunities para sa Arellano Chiefs.
Talagang inaatake nila, Coach Tupek, si Brent Paraiso. That's two one-on-one opportunities by Arellano against Brent, trying to get that fourth personal foul. Paraiso is blocked and almost a fourth personal foul right there. Abastillas is able to score on the break as we try to get an update right now on the Arellano side with Christine San Agustin.
Thank you, Anton. Mataas ang moral sa loob ng dugout ng Arellano side at wala na silang plano pang sirain ang kanilang momentum. Coach Cholo Martin was also delighted to see his players be in the zone because he believes that this is finally their time. He was also clear about 3 reminders before they left the dugout. First is that they should avoid unnecessary fouls. Second, they must keep going and execute more good defense. And lastly, at ang pinaka-importante ayon sa kanya, is that Arellano should expect catch-up from Letran, especially that they are just as eager as them. Yan muna for the Arellano side. Balik sa inyo.
It is the biggest lead of the game now for the Arellano University Chiefs as Letran has to talk things over there, down by 9.
The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here. This is your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon on Cheat TV. Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
The Arellano University Chiefs are looking good as of the moment. They have established a 9-point advantage against the Letran Knights. Panoorin natin itong huling atake. Fast break. Abastillas right there. Nobody to check him. And Flores finishing off of that nice pass. Coach Cholo Martin is loving the activity. Sanggalang asserting himself now. Sanggalang could not finish.
Again, good interior defense that Arellano Chiefs has put in. Back-to-back possessions na itong si Sanggalang wasn't able to connect.
Pero may agaw dito, Franyu. Naagawan si Menina. Franyu at tumama sa paa ni Malyari ang bola.
This is one of those games that etong Letran is really struggling even on transition. Normally, they could easily go to that basket, but again, the defense of Arellano making it hard for Letran Knights to convert.
Hindi lang maipasok ni Sanggalang ang kanyang tira. Those are two sorry misses by Louie. Flores. Franyu denying Menina the basketball. Malyari. Abastillas kontra kay Santos. Malyari titira mula sa labas. Masyadong malakas rebound para kay Paraiso. Paraiso to King Caranipio. Caranipio kontra kay Malyari. Caranipio, post-up mode. Sinabayan kay Flores. Oh, Caranipio grabbing his own miss and scoring.
Finally, itong Letran Knights getting that basket off of that follow-up coming from Calaripio.
He had to bleed for that basket. Itong si King Caranipio.
What's obvious here, Anton, defensively, itong Letran, they really are denying the basketball. Dito kay Axel Doromal, at isang bagay yun that they've really been covering, at where are the opportunities for a turnover from the Arellano Chiefs?
Alright, alamin natin kung ano ba ang nangyayari sa side ng Letran as we hear from Stephanie Benito.
Salamat, Anton. Gusto nyo bang manalo? Ito ang bungad ni Coach Bonitan sa team sa pagpasok nila sa dugout kanina. Bakit daw parang napakarami namang errors at turnovers at parang hindi nakafocus ang team sa laro nila. Talagang hindi naging masaya si Coach Bonnie sa naging laro ng team during the last 2 quarters. Kung noong una daw, depensa lang ang problema. Bakit daw parang pati sa opensa nagkaka-errors na post-action? Ito ang nakikitang solusyon ni Coach Bonitan para mahabol ang lamang ng kalaban. Ito naman ang sigaw ng veteranong si Louie sa loob. Hindi tayo ganito last game, guys. Dumipensa lang tayo. Kayang-kaya natin to. Yun muna sa ngayon, balik sa inyo.
Well, we've seen a lot of post-action, Coach Topex, sa pagsisimula ng third quarter, trying to slow down the game.
Yeah, they're really trying to make sure that they're gonna go inside and out on those possessions. Start pa lang ng ating third quarter, Anton, talaga namang alam natin that really wanna pound the ball inside sa kanilang mga malalaro. As you see there, another turnover para sa koponan ng Arellano Chiefs.
And it is Fran Yu forcing these turnovers. Pangalawang steal na yan ni Fran Yu.
The Letran Knights really clamping down defensively. They cannot afford again to let Arellano play their brand of basketball.
Sir Frank Gusi. Again, belated happy birthday to him. Mancom representative sa University of Perpetual Health System Delta. Paraiso. Again, more post-action. Kaya lang, basa na ng Arellano ang kanilang galaw. Caranipio with the recovery.
Another dodge the bullet action there para dito kay Calaripio. Flores almost got the turnover for the Arellano Chiefs.
You know, King Caranipio is one of the best players in the NCAA pagdating sa mga broken plays. Another broken play there. Santos just could not convert. Sayang.
Actually, both of these teams missing easy getting on the basket.
Axel Doromal, binigay kay Flores. Sunga, binaba ang bola kay Flores. Here's that matchup again. And Sangalang with the stop. Franyu. Santos. Caranipio. At may foul sa ilalim. It's a push on Cade Flores.
Kanina pa nagbabanggaan yung dalawang heavy. Ano bang middle? Ano ba tawag natin?
Cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight. Kaya naman nagkikiskisan. And yun yung sinasabi ni Kate Flores na naunang itong si Sanggalang. At alam naman natin usually yung ganti yung nakikita dito palagi, Anton.
Father Vic Calvo, Junior OP, Mancom representative para sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran on your screens. Franyu, two-man game. Franyu for 3. And again, a foul away from the ball. Luis Sangalang just trying to encourage Fran.
That was a good setup job coming from Luis Sangalang. At itong si Fran, you going on the two-man game on that one side. Kaya naman nang hinayang si Fran because those are the rare opportunities that he's gonna have that clear path to the basket.
Paraiso. Kontra kay Mantua. Paraiso. Oh, he's got to be careful here. A lot of physical activity. Paraiso, titira mula sa labas. Brent Paraiso. Avillanar could not finish. Caranipio, susubok mula sa labas. King Caranipio, gagapang ang bola. And Letran just unable to find the bottom of the net.
You know what's really frustrating dito para sa koponan ng Letran Knights? Wala namang masyadong depensa or effort coming from Arellano Chiefs, but those are one of those afternoons that you cannot really buy a basket. That's all.
Flores. Mantua. The two Phil Australians trying to collaborate. Franyu. Paraiso, touchdown. One of the rare opportunities that Letran was able to connect on their fast break opportunity. Yes nga naman, kung hindi ka nakaka-score sa iyong half court, medyo bilisan mo ng konti ang iyong pace. Mantua. Arellano with 11 fast break points. That was the first fast break point for the Knights. Mantua. Suma, binangga ni Caranipio. Paraiso comes up with a steal. Oh! Malyari, stop running. Hinayaan lang niya itong Knights. And Coach Cholo Martin has to talk things over. The Knights are back in it. They are down by just one.
The Digital Newscast, where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
So, gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Stand with us.
You're watching our live coverage on GTV of Season 98 of the NCAA. Currently, the Arellano Chiefs are holding on to a 1-point lead against the Letran Knights. As we take a look at our officials, Glenn Cornelio, Ricor Boron, and Jeff Ablola. By the way, Glenn Cornelio and Ricor Boron belong to the FIBA Elite, meaning these are top-tier international referees. They officiate sa World Cup qualifier, and they're one of 4 Philippines FIBA Elite referees, Coach Topex.
It's really nice to have those kind of elite referees covering our games here in the NCAA.
The other 2 elite referees are Jonah Garcia and Bong Pascual, who are also part of the NCAA pool of referees. Meanwhile, Paraiso comes up with a steal. Letran with a chance to take the lead. Can they do it right here? Yes, they will! Finally, the defense of Letran paving off, forcing itong Arellano to their turnover. Anton, coming into the half, they only had 4 turnovers. We were commending Arellano for that, but eto na ngayon, medyo sineryoso na nitong Letran Knights. Doromal short on that jumper. Abastillas, at may foul na tinawag dito on Suma. Tough luck now para sa koponan ng Arellano Chiefs as we look at this transition. Veteran to veteran connecting on that layup. At ito yung agaw kanina, yung huminto si Malyari. Thought the game was stopped because the buzzer sounded and another interception. It's the defense starting things off for the Knights, Coach Topex. Finally realizing how important it is to really make sure that your defense will help your offense. A lot of those baskets that they're connected are coming from stops for the Letran Knights. Paraiso, pinigay dito kay Rayson. Rayson to Sangalang. Franyu, bounce pass para kay Brent Paraiso. Avilanar will take it. Avilanar, short on that shot. Balik ang bola sa Arellano. Brent Paraiso really played this quarter without committing a foul, Coach Topex. Again, paying back the trust that Coach Bonnie has given you. He's going to take care of his fouls, making sure that he's going to really be locked down on this offense. Kaya naman nandito pa rin sa loob itong si Brent Paraiso. Another turnover, Anton. Wow. This has been a nightmare of a third quarter for Arellano. Their turnovers are up to 11 now, Coach. They only had 4, right, in the first half? Yeah, we were talking about how well organized itong Arellano Chiefs. But again, you have to give credit dito sa koponan ng Letran Knights because they really made sure that it's gonna be hard for Arellano to set up. So nawala yung momentum. Suddenly, shifting the way of Letran. Si Oliva nakabantay dito kay Franyu, captain on captain. Rayson, it's that play again for him. He
decides to give the ball to Sangalang. And Arellano is running. Oliva with a finish.
What was working for Arellano during the first half is making sure that they're gonna force itong Letran Knights to a turnover, and not only a turnover but an easy basket for Arellano Chiefs.
Rayson on the move. Kurt Rayson with a finish.
Miscommunication there coming from the defense of Arellano. Axel Durumal expecting that there's going to be help defense, which was absent. That's why that was a good layup from Rayson.
Ito na yung matchup na binanggit ni Stephanie sa kanyang report kanina. Labanan ng mga Dapawenyo. Rayson kontra Durumal. Bola napunta dito sa kanto. Oliva, wild shot. Rayson comes up with a board. Rayson to Franyu. Avilanar just in time.
What a way to finish the third quarter if you're Letran Knights. Waking up from that slump that they had in the first half and now leading in this ballgame.
Just like that, the Knights are ahead 43-39 with one more quarter to go.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hardcourt drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game video.
Just looking at this right here, this graphics on the lower left corner of your screens, you can't relax in any quarter because it could mean the difference in the outcome of the game.
You have to remember, you're playing the defending champions. They're not only the defending champions, they're aiming for their three-peat. So we know that any opportunity that you're gonna sleep on us, if you're Arellano thinking that Arellano or Letran will just roll down and die, you're in for a big surprise. Obviously, Letran's really solid on clamping down, forcing Arellano to only score 6 points, Anton, in this third quarter.
Flores and Durumal, two-man game. Flores gets the ball back and Flores is able to finish.
That was a good execution coming from the timeout dito sa koponan ng Arellano Chiefs. Finally converting and sharing that basketball. That was the key in the first half. They had a lot of assists, sharing that basketball. Kaya naman ang ganda nilang panoorin na to.
Rayson, nalibre sa labas. Kurt Rayson. Avilanar in the paint. Oh!
I think that was a teammate hitting itong si Avilanar.
Ang daming kamay doon.
Dami. Medyo may nakita rin tayong Flores. But let's see. I'm sure the referees are looking.
Coach Dax Castellano, Mancom representative for the College of St. Benilde. Paulo Avilanar at the line for 2.
Yung nga yung sinasabi ng coaching staff nitong Letran Knights.
We also have attorney Jonas Capochan from San Beda University. They play Perpetual tomorrow at 12, the start of our weekend games. Oh no! Durumal was not looking. Yun yung mga masasakit na turnovers, Coach.
Again, it's you don't have a defender on you and you're gonna pass the ball to somebody who's not looking at you. So again, that just explains the challenges nitong Arellano Chiefs.
Race on to Villanar. Paulo Villanar with a finish, and he is hyped. Flores on the drive. Flores could not finish, and Caralipio comes up with the rebound. Rayson fakes, drives, Kurt Rayson. Avilanar. Multiple fakes, binigay dito kay Bonhe. Olivario, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Tommy, Avilanar, at maubusan ang oras ang Letran.
That was a good defensive stop coming from the Arellano Chiefs, making sure that there's no easy basket for the Letran Knights.
Cade Flores. There's some confusion here. Parang in-announce na isa-sub si Cade Flores, pero ang linabas si Tolentino.
There was a lot of confusion coming from the Arellano side, Anton.
And Flores and Havila, it might be good if Cade Flores comes out of the game first, because
actually that was, yun yung sinasabi niya kanina pa na pasok ka muna Tolentino, total ako na yung natawag. But again, they keep on insisting, balik ka doon. So eto na ngayon, lalo na tayong nagulo dito, Anton.
Avilanar and Cade Flores face-to-face, exchanging sweet nothings. That's what Avilanar thrives on, actually.
You gotta find a way. I mean, as long as you know you're in control of your emotions, as we look at Franyu, you know, really giving this solid leadership para sa koponan ng Letran Knights.
Malyari hands it off to Doromal. Doromal binalik ang bola kay Malyari. Malyari. Doromal maubusan ng oras as we go now to Christine San Agustin from the Arellano side.
The most important reminder from the dugout earlier, which is to expect catch-up from Letran, has officially turned into reality. Sabi nga ni Coach Cholo Martin, huwag daw sayangin ng Arellano Chiefs ang pinagpagura nila for 3 quarters. Malaking hatak din daw sa kanilang puntos ang ginagawa nilang pag-aabang sa bola imbes na gumawa ng paraan para mapasa kanila ito. Medyo gigil na rin pinaalala ni Coach Cholo na gumalaw sila at huwag manatiling nakatayo lang habang pinapanood na makapuntos ang kalaban. Could the Arellano Chiefs still turn this game to their favor? Yan ang ating aabangan. Back to you, gentlemen.
Well, they still have a lot of time. 7 minutes is still a lot of time in this game. But they have to get on the same page talking about the Chiefs. Doromal atake. Doromal natapikan, and that's going to be a foul on Olivario.
Finally, itong si Axel Doromal getting a feel of basketball. They're really gonna make it hard for Axel Doromal, Anton. We know about this. The thing that worked for Arellano earlier, as we look at the first half scoring or turnovers, 4 during the first half at ang second half natin, yun na. Doon na nag-compound ang problema ng Arellano Chiefs.
Axel Doromal, the #1 scorer in the league, 17 points per game, but just 6 points here today against Letran. Flores. Titira. He had to shoot it because there were only 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
A lot of confusion coming from the Arellano Chiefs. Total turnaround of events para sa dalawang team na to. Ito namang Letran, we know the veterans that they've been to a lot of battles together. Yun yung advantage nitong Letran Knights.
Sanggalang, saan ang galing yun? Sanggalang was already running on his way back. Na-recover ng Letran ng bola. Rayson finding the cutting Luis Sanggalang. And Sanggalang puts Letran on top 48-41.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes po.
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program.
Ate V!
Ito yung play na pinag-uusapan namin kanina. Rayson finding Luis Sanggalang. Actually, bumaba na para sa depensa si Luis Sanggalang. Nakita niyang nakaagaw si Rayson, ran right back and scored for the Knights. But Coach Topex, it's been a nightmare of a second half for Arellano.
A nightmare it is, Anton. They had 33 points in the first half. They were solid, looking good, playing well, playing a good tune together, and all of a sudden, playing scale went downward para sa koponan ng Arellano. Ito na ngayon yung kanilang ika-10th point sa ating second half.
Kate Flores going all the way to the rack, trying to revive the hopes of Arellano today.
Anton, if you're gonna look at the way Arellano is playing, it's totally different from the score that we see right now. You're only down by 2 possessions.
Long way to go. Let's go back now to Stephanie Benito.
Salamat, Anton. And just like that, the Knights are back on track. At para sa kwarto na ito, paalala lang ni Coach Bonnie sa team ay dumiin sa depensa dahil doon daw sila mananalo. There you go, we're reminded to lessen the turnovers dahil likat lang ang laban. Wala na silang oras para makagawa pa ng mistake. Hindi naman nakalimutan i-comment ni Coach Bonnie ng team for finally waking up and giving all of their best na for this quarter. Ito na ang huling quarter na magdidikta kung makababawi ba ang Knights sa panalong naagaw sa kanila ng Chiefs. Balik muna sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. Ang problema para sa Letran, parang nabuhayan ng Arellano at ngayon, Luis Sanggalang may iniinda dito. It's a 5-on-4 situation. Advantage for Arellano. Flores, Menina, Doromal for 3. Axel Doromal in and down. And now, Sanggalang is wide open on the fast break. Sanggalang to Monhe.
Wasted opportunity doon para sa koponan ng Arellano. You were 5-4. Luis Sanggalang was just lying on the floor on the other side of the court. Arellano wasn't able to take advantage. They weren't able to attack the basket. Ang masama doon, Anton, nung naka-rebound or naka-stop itong Letran, Luis Sanggalang was there waiting at the helm.
Doromal. Shane Menina. Menina. Doromal. Oftana runs out of time. Too much passing and tentativeness, Coach Topex, on those last 2 possessions.
They were able to attack the basket itong koponan ng Arellano Chiefs. Again, fatigue is really figuring out para sa Arellano. Also, the decision making. All of a sudden, parang nilamig itong mga manlalaro ni Coach Cholo Martin. They didn't know what hit them. Itong Arellano Chiefs.
Parang nanibago sila, Coach Topex, na ilang sila na ang dami nila. Yung Letran kulang ng isa.
I'm not sure if they're even aware of that because the bench was already yelling for them to run that basketball. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it's too loud here or it's maybe you're not in sync. Yun yung problema, Anton, eh. Everybody's not in sync, not playing the right shoot.
Paraiso. Rayson. Wide open for 3. Nakaswerte ang Arellano doon. Di na ipasok ni Rayson yung tira. And look at Fran Yu try to motivate Kurt Rayson.
Why wouldn't you get everybody motivated? That was the play that they wanted to run, Anton. They've been patient. As we look at this replay, tingnan natin kung sino yung tinamaan. Avellonar looking at, yeah, I might have hit his head, but the warrior din to si Avellonar. Just pick himself up. There's so much basketball to be played. I cannot afford to get myself hurt or may sakit man ako ngayon. Pwede ko ipagpaliban yan. 4 minutes na lang, Anton.
He stays on the court and he's trying to back down itong si Abastillas. Fran Yu against Mantua. Eyeball to eyeball. Fran Yu
Binigay dito kay Caralipio. Caralipio! Wow! Nothing but net on that triple by King Caralipio.
Half of the point should be given to Franyu, Anton, because Fran, walang magagalit sa kanya kung ititira niya yun. Even if that's one-on-one, but he was opted to be a pointer that he is, getting everybody involved in their offense.
Letran trying to close the show. Still a lot of time though para Iso. Pinalik ang bola kay King. Rayson kontra Doromal. Rayson to Franyu for 3. And a foul as Franyu took that 3. Jade Talampas with a costly error right there.
That was a good execution once again coming from the Letran Knights. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. Franyu looking at Caralipio, binawian naman itong si Franyu ng kanyang ginawa because going back on that same offense, they were able to locate Franyu and now in the line shooting threes.
King Caralipio doesn't take a lot of threes, but when he does, it's a high percentage shot. He's shooting 42.3% from beyond the arc, coach.
Those are solid numbers if you're King Caralipio. Smart basketball. If it's not there, it's not gonna force it.
Oh, Franyu missing 2 free throws, coach.
That's a rarity for Franyu. We know that he's been in that situation 1,000 times already. Finals, he's gonna make that. Pero dito ngayon medyo inaalat itong si Franyu.
Wow, that is shocking to me. 0 for 3.
It happens to the best of them.
Yep. Franyu is beside himself right now. Abastillas baseline jumper is good.
If you're Letran Knights, you have to go back in the first round. What happened? You were up 13 points coming into the fourth quarter, and next thing you know, you were down by 3. Now, lessons learned. If I miss a free throw, if I'm Franyu, I'm gonna get back at getting my teammates involved.
And that's exactly what he did, finding King Caralipio.
And you could see the coaching staff really encouraging itong si Franyu.
A roller coaster of emotions for Franyu here in the fourth. Talampas. Flores, 5 on the shot clock. Mantua to Flores. Flores with a slam!
What a way to end that shot clock from Arellano Chiefs with Kate Flores going to the exclamation dunk for Arellano. Only down by 4 points.
The Phil Australians collaborating on that last play. 2-man game. Let's take a look at it one more time. This was that baseline jumper by Joshua Abastillas. And then Franyu responding with a pass to King Caralipio. And then this. Campbelltown, Sydney, Australia represent Kate Flores with a slam dunk. But Arellano is down by 4. Franyu. Wild shot, no foul called. Balik ang bola sa Arellano and a foul on Franyu.
That could have been big if Franyu was able to steal that basketball. Ito na ngayon, Anton, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Down by 4 points, Arellano Chiefs over itong si Letran, protecting that 4-point lead.
Again, mga kaibigan, nanalo ang Arellano sa first round kontra sa Letran 72-69. It was that close. And it looks like this game is going down to the wire again. We are under the final 2 minutes of this game. Bola na kay Menina, defended by Paraiso. Menina splits the D. Menina gives it to Cade. Flores on the drive. Flores! Pinuhat ang depensa! Cade Flores cuts the Letran lead to 2.
What a penetration coming from Cade Flores. Not minding who's in front of him. Going deep into that paint.
Rayson. Inside pass. Caralipio na naman! Somebody put a straight jacket on that guy. Caralipio sneaking into the paint multiple times today. And Paraiso, like a thief in the night, stealing take the ball away from Shane Menina. What a turn of events. Arellano calls a timeout. They are down by 6.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Let's take a look at this last sequence right here. Cade Flores, weight room, umatras ang depensa, and guess who? King Caralipio again, nalibre sa ilalim, Coach.
King Caralipio, the beneficiary of those attacks coming from their guards as we look at how Brent Paraiso stole the ball dito kay Shane Menina, and now itong Letran up by 6 points.
1 minute and 12 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Crucial possession for Arellano coming off a timeout. Dormal, binigay kay Flores. Flores one-on-one against Sangalang. Flores. Dormal. Three-pointer on the way. Badly misfiring on that shot.
Wasted opportunity for the Arellano Chiefs.
Desperado na si Flores dito eh.
Again, you have to give it to him. You know, he was one of the guys that kind of put the lead. And then now, nung lumalamang na itong Letran, he was still the guy who's still there, banging bodies. It's really hard for him. Kasi nga naman, target din siya. Hindi lang si Axel Dormal. He's really been the recipient of the physicality of the Letran Knights.
Brent Paraiso making the first free throw. Second free throw on the way. And Brent smiling as he puts Letran on top by 7. Coach Cholo Martin calls another timeout. Magbabalik po kami sa GTV.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting...
We are under the final minute of this game. King Caralipio, I tell you, he's got to be one of the most underrated players here in the league. He's all over the place. And most of his points talaga, he's undersized, but most of the points come in the paint. But when he does have those opportunities to shoot from the outside, as I said earlier, 42%.
We were talking about the familiarity of sa mga manlalaro ni Coach Bonitan. King Caralipio, the beneficiary of those attacks coming from the guards. Kanina nakita natin doon itong si Franyu locating him for that wide open three. At isang bagay pa doon is yung kay Rayson, who's again that alley-oop na beneficiary pa rin itong si King Caralipio.
57.1. That is the time remaining here in this game. Dormal has the basketball. Dormal gives it to Flores. Cade for 3. Flores badly missing on that shot, and it is Knights basketball.
can see the huge disparity pagdating sa puntos here in the second half. Rayson looking for the dagger. Sangala. Arellano still breathing. Nowhere to go. And they throw the game away. As Sangala scores on this drive, the Knights are about to win their 5th straight ball game. And Brent Paraiso just adding more insult to injury here. You couldn't have asked for a better start though for Arellano, coach.
Yeah, they were solid at the start. Letran made a few runs, but they were able to sustain it. You have to get credit to the coaching staff of the Letran Knights figuring out a way to clamp down itong Arellano Chiefs and get their next win.
I just updated my team standings, Coach Topex, and just like that, Letran is now 8-3. They have as many wins as the Benil Blazers and the LPU Pirates.
That's gonna be scary, Anton. Ito na ngayon yung isang mga bagay that pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Those wins are gonna matter. You might be looking ahead, but now it's gonna get so clamped up doon sa... Again, I think one of the things that Letran talked about coming to this game is to secure that number 2 or even number 1 spot, Anton.
All right, before we break down what just happened, what just transpired, let's listen to the alma mater hymns of both schools. Once again, the final score 65 for the Letran Knights,
53 naman para sa Arellano University Chiefs. At sa aming pagbabalik, makakausap namin ni Coach Topex Robinson, ang player of the game na si King Caralipio. Huwag po kayong alis, manatiling nakatutok dito sa GTV.
Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here. This is your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon on GTV. Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hardcore drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, GMA.
Mga kapuso, kakatapos lamang ng ating laro ngayong Biyernes kung saan nagtagumpay ang defending back-to-back champion Letran Knights kontra sa Arellano 65-53. At ngayon kasama namin ni Coach Topex Robinson, ang player of the game for the very first time ngayong season. Walang iba kundi si King Caralipio, 13 points, 13 rebounds. Idol, congratulations, first player of the game mo. Ay, teka, buksan natin yung volume ni King para madinig kasi first time eh.
Relax ka lang, relax lang.
Kamusta naman yung feeling na, yun nga, first time player of the game, kasama mo kami ngayon ni Coach Topex?
Masaya po. First time kong maging best player of the game dito sa interview, kaya medyo kinakabahan po ako.
Itong dalawang to, si Brent tsaka si Fran, parang nagsasawa na sa player of the game. Ikaw naman.
Opo. Thankful po ako, lalo kasi kay God ko ng kay God.
Yeah.
Binigyan niya po sa akin yung larong ito.
Alam mo, King, napakaganda ng kwento mo. Ini-interview ka ng mga courtside reporters namin. Ang tagal mong nakababad sa Team B. Talagang nagtrabaho ka para umabot sa Team A. Ano ba height mo officially, ha?
6'2 po.
6'2", 13 rebounds. Mataas yung rebounding numbers mo. Kadalasan yung mga puntos mo laging in the paint, napakalalim. Yun ba yung role na binibigay sa'yo ni Coach Bonnie Tan na talagang grind out yung style ng paglalaro mo?
Opo, kasi doon po ako nagagamit simula po nung na-line up po ako. Trabaho ko po yun yung role na binigay sa akin, rebound, defense. Kaya po kahit di pa ako nakapuntos noon, nasa loob pa rin po ako.
Hindi nakakapuntos di ba? Kanina you had solid performance. King, kanina 2 points ka lang during the first half pero you kinda picked it up doon sa second half natin. At ang isang napansin natin doon, karamihan ng iyong puntos galing sa iyong mga teammates. So, what does it mean to you na nabibigyan kanila ng recognition? Isa ba yun sa mga bagay na talaga namang pinapractice nyo? Kasi nga naman, matagal na rin kayo magkakasama eh. Ano bang ibig sabihin nung having na meron kang kasamang Franyo at meron kang kasamang Brent Paraiso?
Malaking bagay po kasi si Franz at si Brent po, given na sa kanila yung score eh. Ako, kung mabibigyan mo ako ng chance, talagang gagawin ko na lang po yung best ko para makatulong po sa kanila.
Okay, ito King, tanong ko lang about naman sa 3-point shooting mo. Kasi di ka masyadong tumitira sa labas, pero pag open, tinitira mo, kaya maganda yung percentage mo eh. 42% from the 3-point line.
Ito ba ay pinapractice mo? Gumagawa ka ba ng extra work?
Pina-practice ko po after po ng practice ko, nag-shoot, extra shooting po ako every after ng practice.
Sino ba yung ginagaya mo na player? Kasi kakaiba yung playing style mo. May sumisigaw dito, napakaingay, Manu Ginobili. Okay, ikaw, gusto ko manggaling sa'yo eh.
Wala, si Kuya Ray po, Kuya Ray ng Batak.
Ray ng Batak.
Si Kuya Ray. Talaga namang, ngayon na King, alam natin na we're looking at the standings, dumadaan na kayo doon sa paakyat. Sino bang inyong next kalaban at ano ba sa tingin nyo, gaano kalaki itong panalo nyo kanina sa Arellano coming into your next game?
Malaki po kasi magiging, kumbaga po, tuloy-tuloy po yung panalo namin, yung momentum po nandun. Kaya malaking bagay po sa next game po namin para malaki po yung kumpiyansa namin.
I just looked at the schedule, Coach Topex. Ang next game nila, linggo na agad. Baste yung kalaban. Alma mater mo, Coach Topex. Okay, King, since this is your first player of the game, congratulations sa'yo. Batiin mo na lahat ng mga gusto mong batiin.
Una-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay God sa binigay niyang panalo namin ngayon. Binabati ko yung misis ko, yung anak ko sa Tarlac na nanonood ngayon. Yung family ko, yung mga tropa ko sa San Juan, family ng misis ko. Saka sa Letran community, sa mga boss, mga sumusuporta sa amin, kay Father na birthday niya ngayon, para kay Father yung game na to binigay namin para sa kanya. Yun lang po.
O nga pala, kay Reverend Father Clarence Victor Cuevas.
Saka kay Boss LU pala.
Yun.
Binabati ko si Boss LU.
Okay, congratulations, King.
Thank you
and
po.
Good job, good luck to you.
Thank you po,
Congratulations, first player of the game ni King Caralipio dito sa NCAA. Ngayon man, puntahan natin si Kurt Rayson, nakasama si Stephanie Benito.
Thank you, Anton. With me right now nga ay ang point guard ng Letran Knights. Ang isa sa mga players to watch out for is si Kurt Rayson. Kamusta naman, Kurt? Kamusta ang panalo?
Okay naman, masaya kasi nakabawi din kami sa Arellano kasi tinalo nga kami sa first round. So, yun na nga, naglabas naman yung tinatrabaho namin na manalo.
Oo, di ba during the first round nga, gaya ng napag-usapan natin kanina, ang Arellano ang kumuha ng first loss nyo, di ba? Ito ba yung naging sandigan ng team coming into this game na kailangan, manalo tayo dito, kailangan talunin natin ang Arellano Chiefs today?
Oo, kasi nga, yung sa first round nga kasi sila tumalo sa amin yung 14 straight namin na panalo simula noong 2019. So, nagsisi talaga kami lahat doon. Yung mga veterano, nag-usap kami para bawian this coming second round. Kaya yun, naglabas naman ng biyaya, nanalo naman kami.
Tapos previously, during the previous games, medyo nagiging consistent at inconsistent yung mga laro mo. May mga times na nakakascore ka ng doubles, may mga times na hindi. But coming into this game, grabe yung pinakita mong depensa at opensa na rin. Ano yung mga motivations mo coming into this game?
Yeah, yun na nga, kalaro ko yung kababayan ko. Nayabangan din sa lugar namin. Kasi si Axel Doromal yun, scorer ng Arellano. Tinitrabaho ko talaga, depensahan ko siya. I-stop ko siya para masira yung laro nila kasi siya din naman nagdadala sa laro ng Arellano. Kaya yun, nabihiyaan naman.
O nga, nabanggit mo na nga na nakalaban mo na yung kapwa mo Davaoenyo na si Axel Doromal. Anong pakiramdam na makalaban si Axel?
Sobrang sobrang saya kasi nanggaling kami sa probinsya tapos nakapaglaro kami sa malaking liga. Kaya malaking blessing sa amin to na bigyan ng pagkakataon na magkaabot sa isang liga.
Speaking of your kababayan, mga Davaoenyo, bibigyan kita ngayon ng pagkakataon para batiin ang family, friends mo from Davao. Go ahead.
First of all, binabati ko lahat ng mga taga Davao Occidental. Happy araw ng Davao Occidental sa inyong lahat dyan. Daghang salamat sa inyong suporta diyan, mga taga Malita nyo, lalo mga taga Sabang Boys. Yung family ko nandun na laging sumusuporta, yung mga papa ko, kapatid ko, tsaka yung family ng girlfriend ko din. Yung girlfriend ko na walang sawang sumuporta din, nandyan lagi. Thank you. I love you.
Yun naman, may paganon pa si Kurt Rayson. Ayun, congrats ulit sa panalo nyo at daghang salamat sa Rayson. Back to the panel.
Yun naman okay. Bilib
Napapapalakpak si Frandon.
Oo. That's my boy daw, sabi ni Fran Yu kay Kurt Rayson. Ito na nga, kasama namin ni Coach Topex Robinson. Fran Yu, Mr. Fantastic. 12 points today, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Fran, ito na yung pang-5 sunod na panalo ng Letran. In-update ko yung standings nyo. 8 panalo na ang Letran. magkapantay niyo na yung Benil Blazers at yung LPU. Kamakailan lamang. 3-3 yung record nyo eh. Ano yung ginawa nyo para magkaroon ng, ito nga, 5-game winning streak?
Ayun nga, lagi kami nagre-regroup kasama ang coaches, lahat eh. Tapos, kinausap kami ni Ma'am Cabral na ayaw na namin talaga matalo kasi ang goal namin is hindi makapasok lang ng Final Four. Ang goal namin is makuha yung top 2. Kaya bawal na kami matalo.
Bawal na matalo. But again, napakita naman natin na Fran, you only scored 3 points doon sa second half. Solid ka nung first half, you had 9 points. Pero nakita man natin yung leadership mo. At nakita ko yung one clip after you missing 3 free throws. Nilapitan ka, kinausap ka nila Coach Bonnie. Ano ba yung, what does it mean na yung coaches mo talagang full support para sa'yo?
Sobrang thankful ko sa kanila na binibigay nila sa akin yung tiwala na, ayun nga, after ko mag-miss ng 3 free throws, di nila ako nilabas. Thankful din ako kay King, kaya kasi siya yung pinasahan ko nun, kaya nakalimutan na yung 3 free throws na yun.
Okay, ito may tanong ako, Fran, kasi Kurt Rayson nandito din, umakyat na. Napakabilis talaga nitong si Kurt Rayson. Okay, si Kurt Rayson, pinag-uusapan kanina yung matchup nila ni Axel Doromal, kasi both from Davao. Kanina, napansin ko doon sa kanto, parang kayong dalawa ni Travis Mantua, parang nagwa one-on-one kayo doon, nag-uusap kayo. Kasi iba yung upbringing nun eh. Tiga Australia yun eh. Ikaw, Tambunting, Manila. Ano ba yung pinag-usapan nyo? At minsan, syempre, hindi natin maiwasan sa basketball. Nagkakaroon ng mga one-on-one matchups.
Hindi ko lang makakalimutan nung high school ako. Kasi tilalo nila kami sa MMBL. Galing siya sa Cebu, yung Ateneo de Cebu. Tapos ako, Chiangkai. Nilaglag nila kami. Kaya,
So, hindi mo nakalimutan?
Hindi, coach.
That's an interesting story.
Kaya pala merong nakaraan itong dalawang to. But now, looking at the future naman, Fran, you're gonna play the San Sebastian Stags. At sinabi mo kanina, napag-usapan nyo as a group na hindi na pwedeng matalo. So what does it take? Ito naman moving forward to play against the Stags.
Mamaya mag-viewing kami, coach. Yung mga mali namin ginawa nung first half, tsaka yung mga tamang ginawa namin no second half, ipapractice namin bukas. Wala kaming break eh. Kaya okay lang. Para rin naman sa amin yon, para tuloy-tuloy yung momentum namin pagdating sa Sunday's game, coach.
Eto, may tanong ako sa iyo, Fran, kasi katabi mo ngayon si Coach Topex Robinson. Alam ko nga idol mo talaga, Chris Ross eh. 'Di ba? Sa professional idol mo si Chris Ross. So ang tanong ko, napanood mo ba yung Topex Robinson na maglaro nung siya'y naglalaro pa sa professional?
Oo naman. From Basti rin kasi ako.
Okay. Kaya
grade school Basti ako, kaya
pala
nilook up ko.
So ano yung mga bagay na nakita mo sa laro ni Coach Topex na ginagamit mo sa game mo, Fran?
Yung bilis niya.
Yung pagbintis sa free throw. Yun yung ginaya sa akin ito eh.
Hindi totoo yun, Coach.
Hindi, yung intensity sa defense kasi nga parehas kaming maliit, coach. Maliit tayo, point guards. Ayun yung advantage namin, ginagawa na lang namin yung role namin na maging point guard talaga at saka makatulong sa team.
Coach, you have another question kay Fran?
Hindi, malapit na kasi itong this is your final year, Fran, no?
Oo.
Usap tayo.
Oo nga pala.
Usap tayo.
Coach, talagang nag-take advantage ka dito. Okay, Fran, pagkakataon mo na batiin lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon.
Unang-unang, nagpapasalamat kami kay Lord na binigay sa amin yung panalo. Binabati ko ng happy birthday si Father Clarence Marquez, tapos yung CVPA, lahat ng fathers namin sa Letran, yung school community, yung alumni, yung mga teachers, si Attorney Hansel, thank you. Yung mga boss namin sa SMC Group, lahat sila, boss RSA, sila boss Al, sila boss Wife, boss Eric, tsaka yung mga families namin, yung coaches namin, tsaka yung girlfriend ko, hi Lovely, yung family niya, yung family ko, sa Tambunting, mga taga Tambunting, hello, mga tropa, ayun lang.
May hinihirit si Brent Paraiso dito eh.
LU!
Yung pala yung shortcut nun. Fran Yu, of the Letran Knights team captain. Ngayon naman, puntaan natin sa baba, si Paolo Havillanar, nakasama si Christine San Agustin.
Anton and Coach Topex, kasama nga natin ang isa rin sa mga matitinding players mula sa Letran Knights. Nandito si Pao Havillanar. Hi Pao! Unang-una sa lahat, congratulations. Gusto kong itanong sa'yo, kamusta yung feeling na ang team ay one step forward na papunta sa finals?
Siyempre, sobrang sarap kasi nanalo kami. Although bugbugan yung laro, pero kailangan nilang pasan yun eh. Kasi step by step nga. So yung second round, ibang laruan na to. So kailangan kami mga veterano, step up. Yun nga sila sabi ni Coach Bonnie, sa amin nakalala itong game na to. So yun, ginawa namin yung best namin. So yung sasabi ni Coach rin si Bahar, yung in the name of defense, yun yung ginawa namin sa game na to.
Actually, agree ako na parang bugbugan kanina. Akala ko wrestling yung pinapanood ko kasi ilang beses kang natumba. Kamusta naman yung pakiramdam mo? Anong mga plano mo para makarecover? Kasi 'di ba may susunod na kayong game agad sa linggo.
So sa akin naman okay lang ko yun kung ano mangyari. Basta sa akin manalo. Yun yung importante. Pag panalo ka, wala na lahat yung sakit ng katawan mo. Tapos move on na kasi linggo may game ulit na kami. So need to recover. Yung body tsaka mind dapat fully recover na by Sunday. So yun, siguro pag uwi na lang mag-ice ganun tapos manood ng game para makapag-review din.
Alam niyo ba, ito si Pao, parang wala siyang iniinda. Kaya may ibang tawag yung mga yung mga members sa kanya. Hindi Pao, ano bang tawag sa'yo? Ano sabi mo kanina, Mr.
Energizer
Energizer.
daw.
Bakit kaya?
Yan.
Bakit naging Mr. Energizer?
Sabi nila kasi makulit daw ako. Pero yung kulit ko naman, nagbo-boost up sa team lalo pag yung momentum bumababa. So ginagawa ko, ina-uplift ko sila on and off the court. Pag off the court naman, sa bench ako, ni-defense ako. Kaya ina-heads up ko sila. Ayun. Tapos pag sa court naman, ayun, communication, nagsasalita ako, nagpa-facilitate. Ayun yung ginagawa ko sa court.
Sa tingin mo ba gaano ka-importante na sa team merong isang katulad mo na Mr. Energizer lalo na kapag sobrang challenging na mga game?
Sobrang importante lalo pag yung mga ibang veterano nawalan na ng lakas tapos pagod na. Siyempre may mag-step up kumbaga. So ako yun, siyempre. So need to step up every game. Di lang tong game na to, dapat consistency. Ayun.
Kaya kitang-kita namin talaga yung pag-step up mo lalo na yung mga kuya ay gagraduate na kaya kayo yung matitira. So talagang napakalaki ng expectation sa'yo, no? Kaya naman, batiin mo na yung mga fans na kanina pa nanonood sa'yo, yung family mo, baka may gusto kang batiin din.
Siyempre, una, papasalamat ako kay Lord. Tapos, pangalawa, yung nanay ko nanonood sa Ilocos, Mama Veronica, lahat mga tropa ko dyan sa Ilocos Norte, Lawag City, mga Stadium Boys, ate ko, kuya ko. Tapos yung kuya ko nasa BBA, naglaro ng 3x3, Kuya Jeff, ingat ka palagi, God bless sa mga laro mo. Tapos, ayun, dinedicate namin tong larong to kay Father Clarence kasi birthday niya nga. And then, sa teammate namin na si Jim Lilantaya. So yun, dinedicate namin sa kanya itong laro. Kaya pinag-usahin din namin. And then sa teammate ko namin sa Team BC, Brian Alarcon, binabati ko din pala.
Maraming salamat Pao, aka Mr. Energizer. And again, congratulations again. Excited kami na makakita pa ng more of you sa mga susunod na games. Anton and Coach Topek, yan muna mula dito sa amin. Balik sa inyo.
Oo nga, hindi natin napansin Coach Topek si Jim Lilantaya. Ano ba nangyari sa kanya, Brent? Naka-focus eh. Bakit pinanggit ni Paolo?
Birthday ka.
Focus si Brent eh.
Kala ko may nangyari yun.
Kasi biglang binanggit ni Paolo eh.
Birthday ka hapon.
Okay, happy birthday kay Jim Lilantaya. Pero eto nga, sinabi ni Brent Paraiso, I'm back! Kasi nung nakaraan, he was also here. Alam mo, Brent, pinag-uusapan nga namin ni Coach Topex Robinson, nung bumalik kayong dalawa ni Luis Anggalang, talagang nagbago na yung Letran Knights. I think you guys have been in your best behavior. Hindi na yung mga bad boys, mga maaangas. And paano mo nakokontrol yung mga emotions mo sa laro in these past 5 wins?
Sa tingin ko malaking tulong sa amin kasi yung Letran, binibigyan kami ng psychological session eh. So tinuturuan kami paano yung mag-release ng stress before ng game. So yun lang. Tsaka mas mature na siguro kami ngayon ni Louie.
Kasi na Bartolina.
Oo, pero tagal, 2 games eh.
Pero again, Anton, just to kasi sometimes yung angas kailangan mo yun.
Yes.
So again, I've really been a fan of Brent, the way he plays. Kumbaga kasi nga naman you have to have that advantage. It might not be physical advantage, you might have that psychological advantage. But tingnan naman natin yung game natin kanina, Brent. You started off kind of challenge kasi nga naman nakatatlong fouls ka kagad. But yun nga yung sinabi namin, is Coach Bonnie will start you in the third or not.
Di ba,
Yes.
nag-usap tayo noon, Anton, but he
Tapos
opted to start
nag-start
you. So, what does it mean na may tiwala sa yung coaching staff?
Sobrang laki nung tiwala nila sa akin. Sobrang ganda ng confidence na naibibigay nun sa akin, lalo na sa mga teammates ko. Tsaka sabi nila sa akin kanina nung foul trouble na ako nung first half, sabi nila, pare, bawi ka lang, kailangan ka namin. Ganun, nakaka-motivate yung ganun eh. So, inisip ko lang, second half, panibagong start na naman to. So, hindi ko na inisip yung nangyari ng first half. So, sabi ko, adjust na lang ako ngayon second half. So, yun.
I want to ask you something technical about something that happened in the game, pero may nakaupo kasi doon na nakikinig. Hindi ko alam kung bakit tinututukan ka. Brent, tapos na yung kanyang interview. Sino ba yung pinakamaangas sa inyong tatlo? Louis Sanggalang, Brent Paraiso, o Paolo Havillanar?
Si Louis.
Si Louis.
Master namin yun. Mayor namin yun. Mayor namin si Louis.
Si Louis pala yung master sa inyong tatlo.
Mayor Louis.
Okay, Brent, yung steal mo kanina doon. Kasi para sa akin, yun yung isa sa mga pinaka-crucial eh. Yung agaw mo kay Minina, tapos in all the way mo doon. Ano yung dumadaan sa utak at isipan mo nung time na yon na nakakuha ka ng defensive stop?
Sabi ko, tutuloy ko lang kasi nag-buzzer eh. Nag-shot clock ata. Pero pagka pasa niya, biglang nag-buzzer. Pero na-steal ko na. So, tumigil sila eh, di ba? Sabi ko, tutuloy ko lang to. Wala namang pito eh. Sabi ko, tuloy ko lang.
Ayan, thank you to Direk Abet Ramos for this steal. Napaka-crucial nito eh. At paano mo nagawang, aside from the coaches reminding you not to get your fourth personal foul, paano mo nagawang ingatan yung sarili mo? Kasi may mga nakakatakot na ginagawa ka dun sa ilalim eh. Yung talagang pinopost up ko yung bantay eh. Paano mo na-maintain na yun nga, hindi ka talaga magfa-foul?
Siguro experience na lang din siguro kasi medyo matanda na rin tayo. So, yun lang, sabi ko sa mga
Ikaw lang, Brent, hindi kami matanda.
Sabi ko sa mga coaches ko, babawi ako, hindi nakaka-foul. So, sabi ko, palaruin nyo lang ako. Babawi ako.
Yeah, one thing na napansin din namin, you really are focusing kay Axel tsaka kay Shane. Is it something that you guys really came here prepared?
Yes. Tsaka yung mga coaches, tina-challenge kami dalawa ni Rayson eh. Sa amin binababantay lagi yung mga scorers ng kalaban. So, yun lang. This game, siguro, nung first half, medyo nakascore pa sila eh. Nung second half, siguro na-stop na din namin.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, konting preview tayo, Brent, sa next game nyo this coming Sunday, this weekend against San Sebastian. Meron bang mga matchups, mga players doon na gusto mong makalaban?
Lahat naman sila. Magaling yung lalim din ng lineup nila. Pati yung rookie nila si Are. Magaling din, di ba? Point guard, magaling din.
Yeah,
tapos,
but
yung mga wings nila, magaling din.
Pinag-usapan kanina when we were talking to Fran na kumbaga wala daw talaga kayo munang pahinga. Alisin muna. Again, gaano ba yung ka-importante? Because I'm sure you are being this your last year, kayo nila Fran. What does it mean to you to really go all the way dito sa ating season 98?
Sobrang laking bagay sa amin kasi yung future namin dito nakasalalay. So, yun nga, yung sinasabi namin mga seniors, bibigay namin yung best namin sa team at sa buong community. Yung makakaya namin, bibigay namin hanggang matapos yung season.
Now, that's a great perspective, great mindset from Brent Paraiso kasi nga, yung performance nila in their final year, yun yung magdedetermine sa rankings nila sa draft eh. Siyempre, pag-uusapan na yan. Okay, Brent, sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, what is your message? Oras mo na para bumati sa lahat.
Siyempre, una binabati ko si Father Clarence. Happy birthday. Tsaka yung best friend ko, birthday din niya, si Enrique Salafranca, tsaka si Ador Mendoza. Tatlo sila happy birthday ngayon. So, happy birthday. Tsaka yung family ko sa bahay, yung girlfriend ko nanood, tsaka sa buong Letran community. Sobrang thank you sa suporta kahit weekday yung game. So, thank you. Sa Sunday ulit, kita-kita po tayo ulit.
Teka muna, Brent. So, si Rayson sinabi, I love you. Si Fran Yu sinabing LU. Ikaw naman?
Mahal na mahal kita.
Brent Paraiso, ladies and gentlemen, good job.
Good boy.
Ayan po mga kapuso, Brent Paraiso mula sa Letran Knights. We will take a break. And when we come back, Coach Topex Robinson and I will wrap up this win by the Letran Knights over Arellano.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines,
is quite difficult. Ah, yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
We are still here inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center sa lungsod ng San Juan kung saan kakatapos lamang ng laban ng Letran kontra sa Arellano. Letran of course picking up their 5th straight victory. 65-53 was the final score, and now Letran has as many wins as the Benil Blazers and the LPU Pirates. Anton Rojas with Coach Topex Robinson, and that's why they are the defending back-to-back champions. Coach.
No doubt, Letran Knights could really pull off a big Actually, it's not a surprise, Anton, because we thought that it's going to be a surprising afternoon for the Arellano Chiefs, but the Letran Knights have different plans in mind.
Arellano looked good in the first half, but in this game, in this season, one bad quarter can spell the difference with regards to the outcome of the game, and that's exactly what happened to Arellano today.
Especially if you're going to play against the defending champions. They've been through a lot of battles together. They know how it takes to be a winner. They have that winning capacity or the breed that we're going to look at as etong statistics clearly showing what happened there. Kung gaano kaganda yung nilaro ng Arellano, binaliktad naman ng Letran Knights. They just dominated itong the Arellano Chiefs. As we look at their stats, bench points dominated, second half points off turnovers. Yun nga yung isang bagay that we were talking about during the first half. Itong Letran was 0 turnover points. So they weren't running. Yes, they were executing their plays. They're moving the basketball. They just happened to miss a lot of shots. Yung sinabi nga ni Brent kanina, Anton, talaga daw yun naman ang plano nila. Hindi lang nagmaterialize during the first half, pero it blossomed sa kanilang second half. That's why they got this victory.
Now for Arellano, they have to go back to the drawing board. They are 4-6 right now. Same record as the Perpetual Altas. Pero, you know, for them, for Coach Cholo Martin, they have to look back at what they did, the good things that they did in the first half. Kasi nga, yun, minimension ni Pong Docanes kanina, all the players, all the 9 players that were fielded in by Coach Cholo, gumawa eh. So for them to be able to sustain that, obviously it's easier said than done. But if they can do it, then things should get better here in the second round for them.
I guess consistency is going to be the big question now for Arellano Chiefs. Yes, like what you mentioned, Anton, at the start of the first half, they were playing beautiful tune together, enjoying each other's company. You mentioned about the other scorers from that team, not the usual suspects, but guys really contributing. But you have to give credit din naman sa koponan ng Letran because they really put the clamp down on Arellano Chiefs.
And they have attained their 5th straight victory. They have now tied JRU with regards to the longest active winning streak here in NCAA Season 98, which is, of course, a 5-game winning streak. Sa aming pagbabalik, we will wrap up this game and talk about our weekend games. So don't go away. Keep it right here on GTV. This is our coverage of NCAA Season 98.
What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know. Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
your news and latest information.
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala o hindi humihinga.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Stand with us, stand for truth.
Hi, surprise guest!
Hello.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes po!
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new
dito sa conclusion ng ating laro on this Friday. So with that victory, the Letran Knights are now with an 8-3 win-loss record. Same number of wins as JRU and the Benil Blazers. We can see it right now dito sa team standings. A couple of days ago, the Knights were in the middle of the pack. Now they are in the Final Four picture.
I'm sure this is really a sign. Medyo magkakaroon na ng worry yung ibang mga teams because the Knights are slowly inching their way up into the standings.
And what makes that even more scary is San Beda is not even in the top 4 yet. And, you know, we always have to be wary of these Red Lions. Now, a lot of other teams also still very much capable of making a run. Arellano's not out of it, definitely. Perpetual also. San Sebastian, coach, another team na you and Martin Javier picked to make the Final Four. Can't take them lightly. And, you know, anything can happen. Even Mapua and EAC, technically, mathematically, they're not out of it yet.
Yeah, a lot of things could still happen here in the NCAA. We've seen it a lot of times. So, again, as much as possible, you want to make sure you value every game that you play because you'll never know. You might have another chance or make it into the Final Four.
Okay, Coach Topex, I gotta ask you this question as we take a look at the games on Saturday. That's tomorrow, San Beda versus Perpetual in our first game. Bangga ng mga higante, Dami Contapay, and of course, Mark Denver, Omega. Following that contest, mapapanood din natin for the second round matchup, Mapua University and EAC. I gotta ask you, Coach, para sa'yo, as we see Mapua and EAC on your screens right now that you've watched all the teams play, which team, you know, gives you that extra excitement after seeing all of them in action?
I mean, I've been a big fan of JRU. I think nobody really counted them in. They've really won a lot of exciting games.
Except Coach Hammer, ha? Except Coach Hammer, yes.
Iba ano nun eh.
JRU.
Oo eh, di ba? Iba ano ni, alam mo naman si Coach Hammer eh. Minsan eh, kinokontra lang tayo nun. But again, talking about JRU, I'm excited for them, but you know, you mentioned about San Beda kanina. You know that they're just gonna be there. They know that where they're at right now is still in a position para nga naman umangat sila sa standing. So it's gonna be kind of exciting. Ito yung maganda dito ngayon sa ating season, Anton. A lot of things could happen at the span of one day.
Yeah, so if you're LPU and if you're the Benil Blazers, you can't relax knowing na, yun nga, eto na ang mga Letranista, yung mga Bedista hindi pa umiinit, they're not in the Final Four picture yet. So it ain't over till it's over. You gotta keep working until you secure that Final Four spot.
Securing that Final Four, it is. Kaya naman exciting yung mga games natin bukas. That's why this season is really gonna be something that we really are looking forward to play.
And we are so thankful to you, Coach Topex Robinson, for sharing with us your time and your knowledge with regards to the game of basketball. Great working with you, partner.
Thank
and
you very
hope
much,
to do
sir.
it again very soon. For Coach Topex Robinson, our courtside reporters Christine San Agustin and Stephanie Benito, who reported for Arellano and Letran respectively, our director Abet Ramos, and all of us from GTV and GMA Network, ako po si Anton Ross, nagsasabing maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok at magkita-kita muli tayo bukas for more NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. At tandaan mga kapuso, achieve greatness every day.
Every day is a shot of greatness.